is Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350. Let's head to the field and join the voices of the pack, Jim Brooks and Joe Cervi.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Neta and Eddie DeRose Thunderbowl. One final time for the regular season here as the Thunderbolts play host to their arch rival, Chadron State. They come out of the northwest corner of Nebraska. Good news for us, they're here today. We're not up there, and it's a gorgeous day here today at the Thunderbowl. And the atmosphere, Joe, it feels like the last game of the season, does it, with nothing really happening afterwards. It's not the usual thing we're used to here with Thunderbolts football when we're just kind of a dress rehearsal for the playoffs. But they do have a chance to win a conference title. That is something to play for.
Yeah, it's not playing out the string, but it feels like it. It's going to be a hollow victory. You're going to win the conference, but you're going to be a co-champion with Mesa, which is, we all know, is a travesty, and then Mines, which we think is a very good football team. So if you win, you're a co-champion of the conference, but sadly, the way things are shaping up today, it's going to stop there.
Yeah, because the games that we're keeping an eye on, 2 of them have already gone final. The Thunderbolts needed a perfect storm today. They needed to win and then have about 4 teams lose, but unfortunately, 2 of those teams have already won. So Ashland, who was 9th in the region, they've already won 34-21. Ferris State is well on their way to victory. They're ahead 41-7 at halftime. They were ranked 6th in the region, so they're not going to drop out. And then the other 2 teams ahead of them, Mines and Mines and Mesa. Mesa is on top of Azusa Pacific early, only 7-0 there.
But 10-0 now.
10-0. Okay, but Mines is well ahead of Black Hill State. I think it was 34-14 at last check there. So the playoff dream is pretty much over with for the Thunderbolts. So now you just have to come out here and play your best. I don't even know if they'll tell that to the team or if word will get to them. Probably not, or it might filter to them, but they're not going to be told that. But they know they just have to take care of business themselves.
That's what happens when you rely on help of others.
Yes.
You know, when you control your own destiny and things go good, then you can pat yourself on the back. And when you control your own destiny and they don't, you can only look in the mirror and say, we're to blame. Csu-Pueblo has a little bit of both of that this year. Like I said, though, they can go out today and give another 18 seniors another conference championship. And that's no small feat. That would be their 5th one in 6 years. Although John Harrison and the team likes to call it the 6th one in 6 years because the 2015 team was the championship was vacated a couple weeks ago by some ineligible players. But that would be 5 conference championships in 6 years. And these seniors know nothing but.
Exactly. So that's all they've had to play for that hardware. And we were talking about trying to figure out the last time a game of similar sorts was back in 2009 when they went 9-2. And even in that game, they felt like, man, maybe if we win today, it might get in because the way things were shaping out, but it just didn't work.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. I remember talking to John. He and I were together on Sunday trying to figure it out because that's the first time we kind of looked at each other and said, 9-2 and there's nothing? Yeah, he's used to the Division I, got to go to it. Hey, 9-2 gets you a great bowl in Division I.
Right.
So we're looking at and we're doing the scenarios. This was before they added a couple of teams in the playoff, and it was just that hollow 9-2. You played your butt off. You won your last 4 or 5 games of that season, and you're done.
Exactly. Well, we'll see what happens here today. Chadron State, speaking of being down, it's kind of unusual to see a program of this stature. I mean, they've won 8 conference titles in the 25 years they've been a member of the RMAC. Now, the last one, of course, was back in 2008, so during that scenario, it was kind of like an every other year thing where they were winning conference titles. They were battling back and forth with Kearney, but now they've kind of fallen on hard times. I think it all started back when Bill O'Boyle got shown the door after some shenanigans with their golf fund and their fund they had on the side going there. They ran him out of town, and it's taken a while for them. They kind of hung around for a little bit, Joe, but now they've kind of fallen on hard times. It'll be interesting to see if they can rebuild and step back up.
Well, I wanted to talk to Jay Long about that just to see exactly if he could put his finger on it exactly, and he didn't return my calls. He's the only coach in the RMAC this entire season that did not return calls. And when you're 3-6 or 3-7 like they are, and you're struggling to find a game and you're of that proud tradition, imagine right now if Csu-Pueblo is 3-7 or 3-6. That doesn't play here, and I know it doesn't play in Chadron, Nebraska.
Well, they had a stretch. They won their first game of the year. They defeated Fort Lewis 17-10. Then they ran off a 5-game losing streak. And one of those games, Joe and I were watching. We were down there at Adams State, or we were somewhere out on the road, and I think we were here, and they were playing at Adams State, and Adams State somehow won that ball game when Chadron missed a field goal at the last play of the game, missed about a 26-yarder to win that one. So that would have got them back to 500 at that point. You never know what would have happened after losing that game. Then they go and lose 2 more games. Played Humboldt State pretty tough. Lost a tough one to Dixie State. They righted the ship with wins over Highlands and South Dakota Mines, but the last 2 weeks lost. And last week has to be really damaging to them because it's a regional game. When they take on Black Hills State, all that local recruiting.
It's just that was 20-19 or 21-19.
Yes.
It was such a close game that's kind of the way their season's gone. One bright spot for Chadron State, if you're a Pueblo guy, Derek Jackson is Pueblo's all-time leading prep rusher, and he's the workhorse for Chadron today. We're going to see him number 20 tailback for Chadron State, and we've known Derek a long time. He's a great kid. We know the Jackson family. Justin played here, and we know Sarge, and it's a great family. So it's going to be a treat for Justin to get to play here today.
All right, come back after this timeout. We'll talk to the head coach, John Riston. That all comes your way next. This is the Thunderwolves pregame show on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
Welcome back to the Thunderbolts pregame show, and joining now head coach John Riston. John, one final time in the regular season.
Well, it just seems like the other day that we just started this, and what a great way to wrap up the 16th season with the red letter game versus Chadron, and we're looking forward to it.
Well, the season's had its ups and downs, a lot of downs early, but I think as the season's gone along, you really have accomplished a lot.
Well, I think that you always want to gauge your season about improvement and getting better. Well, we started pretty bad, so we had a lot of improvement to do, and we did it, and we put ourselves in a position to, be a part of the RMAC championship by what these kids have done. And, one thing we found out a couple years ago, the RMAC doesn't have any tiebreakers per se. And so these kids have put their head down, gone to work, found a way to put themselves in that position, and for a chance to go be a part of 6 straight.
Yeah, you guys don't set the rules. You got to follow the rules they have, and if they're going to say that's the way it is, it's something to play for, isn't it?
Well, it's not my decision, and what they decided, that's the way it's going to be. And in all reality, I think there should have been one team that should be outright. But people make those type of decisions are not part of my staff or this program. And we can only control what we can control, and that's trying to go play as hard as we can for 60 minutes.
Speaking of playing hard, I thought last week the team really did play hard. That was a hard-fought ball game.
I thought it was an old-fashioned rock'em sock'em type of football game, and I think that Dixie's going to be reckoned with down in the future to come with RMAC football, and we got a taste of what they're about. And we were really close. But it seemed like we were just surviving, and we weren't trying to be thriving. And that's what I'm looking for us, is to be able to go thrive and go have some fun and not have any long foul balls. I just want us to go and enjoy it, connect, and play our best ball.
Defensively, last week, I think the team played extraordinary. Had one the hiccup where they had to drive. It was a long drive. They had to really earn it. You never gave them anything easy. They had to earn some things out there. But other than that, defense played pretty good. Defense
has been awesome when we've been on this run. They really played well. And, it just seems like third down has been our nemesis a little bit. And it's not just one thing. It's just, their quarterbacks seem to be making plays and scrambling. And I think we can win a lot of ball games if that's the case, instead of giving the big play. And very proud of what Hunter Hughes and our defense staff has done, and I'm looking forward to seeing him have our last guaranteed game here and see what we can send these seniors out.
Well, offensively, the team's really come a long way as well. When you look at where you're at to start the season and where you're at now, it has come a long way.
Well, I think, we've been kind of missing our home run hitter, and our big play capabilities. But our young backs and our rotation are coming. They're getting a feel for it. And I think Rex has had had some really good games, and then he's had some average games. But I think that he's slowly and surely getting more comfortable as we get through this. Our receivers have been better. We haven't had as many drop balls as we've had in the very beginning. And I think that our coaches and our system is slowly coming around. It's taken some time to get it in a groove, per se. And we're anxious that we have one more opportunity to go to work.
Today's opponent, Chadron State. This is a ball club, speaking of putting it together, sometime they're going to put it together. They got enough talent, enough tools. Sooner or later, they're going to figure it out. You just hope maybe it's next year, not today.
Yeah, I couldn't. You couldn't have said that any better. That is one of those things that you go, wow, these guys are so close. And you always talk about inches and the luck, the ball bouncing or doing something, and it seems like it's gone against them this year. And I just hope it's at the end of middle November here, and I hope it continues that way. But this Jay Long and his staff does a great job, and they're well coached. They play hard. They're going to bring their A game against us, and we got to be ready to go play.
Their main player, their star, is Derek Jackson. You know him well, out of Pueblo West. Decided to go up there, and he's really had himself a pretty nice career.
I'm proud of Derek. He made that decision, and he's gone up there, made the most of it, and the coaches love him up there, and I think that he's made the most of his opportunity, and I think every kid in Pueblo should have an opportunity wherever that is, and I'm proud of him, and but I just don't want him having a great game on this Saturday, if that makes any sense. I want to have him great 10 Saturdays, but not on one.
Well, final message to the fans for this regular season.
Hey, I appreciate everybody's support. We need everybody, bring a friend, bring them into the game, and we need this place to be loud and proud. Let's send these seniors off on the right note and continue probably the most improved team of Pac football.
All right, good luck today.
Go Pac.
All right, Thunderbolts head coach John Risson back with more of our pregame show right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
And welcome back to the Neta and Eddie DeRose Thunderbowl. Pregame festivities taking place. It is Senior Day. Thunderbolts saluting 18 seniors this year, playing their last game at the Thunderbowl. Joe, it's always a kind of a bittersweet moment for everybody involved in it, but like to get this going and then get it over with, and then players like to play.
Yeah, it's a tough deal. You look out there, and these are guys that a lot of these names we've called all season long for several seasons now, and it's hard to believe that they're gone. Last year when we hit those 18 seniors, those were 18, about 15 3-year starters.
Right.
This year not so much. There's some quality players out there, some quality individuals. There's guys we're going to miss. You know, you'd hate to drop names, but you know, I grew to know Joe Jones real well. You know, he's a great safety, and LaRon's the heartbeat of the team. He leads the team in Pac Jacks, and these are guys that you're just going to miss.
Well, you got 9 of them that are starters, 9 of them that play contributing roles, and some, like you say, Joe, we got to know a lot, and some we didn't get to know enough of. Larry Clark's one of them. He's going to play 5 games is all. And,
wow.
And just tough to think that's his whole Thunderwolf career. It's been a great 5 games. It's been fun watching him, but hopefully we'll see him on Sundays in years to come as well. He's got that kind of ability. We'll see how it works out for him.
But if you look at the defense, you got Ryan Merrill and Sam Singleton. They're gone. Right. Those are linemen. Ian Kelly. These are names. Alex Malconas. These are starters that have been around for a long time now, and this is it.
Well, Ryan Merrill is one of those guys, you know, was at the height, you know, on this team. Then he got demoted, but it didn't let it bother him. Had some injuries. Came back this year after getting his starting job back, and he never let go of it. He has been really probably the defensive MVP in a lot of ways, I think.
Maybe so. If you had to pick a guy that was the guy all season, Ryan Merrill's got to be right there.
I would agree with that. We're going to take another time out. We'll come back. Joe's going to give you the keys to victory for today's ball game as we wind our way toward kickoff. Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
And welcome back to the Thunderbowl. They continue to introduce the seniors out here as they're some parents, some loved ones, some both out there. It's quite a gathering out there on the field right now. Each player being introduced, and it looks like got a little fathead, some of them there too, Joe. That's kind of nice.
Well, that's Ryan Merrill right there in the middle of the field, and We're big fans of Ryan Merrill.
Yeah.
It's just, it's that kid. He played from Saguaro High School in Arizona, and they don't lose ever.
Yeah.
They're like Valor and Mullen. They just don't lose ever. So he comes up here and he wins championship after championship. He's just a proven winner.
And when you look at it in the grand scheme of things, Joe, this is going to be the last football game most of them have ever played. There are only a few that might have a chance to go maybe get in a training camp or something like that, or maybe go play. You never know, but for the most part, this is it.
Well, and then you wake up Sunday morning and it's over, and coaches are going to look for opportunities if they're there, and players are going to hopefully stick around and graduate, and then you turn that page and you get ready to 2017. And I'll tell you, I don't want to start before this game is over, but 2017 is going to be phenomenal. This team is going to be good.
All right, let's go to the keys to victory for today's ball game. First for the Thunderbolts.
Well, they got to stay in the moment. Okay, there's a lot of things that are going on the periphery today, but you have to come to play because you're playing Chadron. It's your red letter game, and if you want a share of that conference championship, that fifth one in 6 years, you better take care of business and stay in the moment.
For Chadron State to come in here and make this season worthwhile, what do they have to do to win this ball game today?
Well, two things if you're Chadron. First of all, you got to hang on to the football. They're a turnover waiting to happen lately, and that's not good. And second, they're going to have to run the ball and take some pressure off the quarterback and poke at that Csu-Pueblo defense. And that means a heavy dose of Derek Jackson.
All right, there you have it. The keys to game, keys to victory for today's ball game, right from Joe Cervi to you, the listener. We're glad to have you along here today. Come back after this timeout. We'll give you the weather conditions. It all comes your way next. Thunderbolts football on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to the Thunderbolts. 63 degrees under sunny skies. It's going to be perfect. No chance for rain. Kickoff comes up next on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
And welcome back to the Thunderbowl. The pregame pageantry and festivities are over with as we get ready for kickoff. We'll have Joe keep an eye on the coin toss here. Introduce the starting lineups. While that's happening, we're going to introduce the defense for the Thunderbolts here on this final game of the season. Starting at cornerback, it'll be Brandon Henry. He's a 5'10", 181-pound senior out of Thornton, Colorado. Went to Prairie View High School. The other cornerback, Darius Williams, 5'11", 180-pound sophomore out of Gilbert, Arizona. The safeties, LaRon Tarkington, 5'10", 181-pound senior out of Phoenix. Joseph Jones, 5'11", 195-pound senior out of Fountain, Fort Carson High School. The linebackers, Noah Shangolo, 6', 199-pound sophomore out of Commerce City. Went to Adams City High School. The other outside linebacker, Ryan Merrill, 6'2", 192-pound senior out of Scottsdale, Arizona. The inside linebacker, Sam Singleton, 5'11", 222-pound senior out of Denver's Mullen High School. The other inside linebackers, Brandon Pear, 6'3", 225-pound sophomore out of Pine, Colorado. Went to Conifer High. The defensive ends will be Ian Kelly, 6'3", 237-pound senior out of Temecula, California. Brock Davies, 6'1", 241-pound sophomore out of Brisbane, Australia. The nose guard is Alex Belconis. He's a 6', 250-pound senior out of Painesville, Ohio. The head coach, John Riston. For Chadron State, their starting quarterback will be Matt Vinson. He's a 6', 288-pound senior. 280 pounds would be a story, wouldn't it? 208-pound junior out of Box Elder, South Dakota. The running back, Pueblo boy, Derek Jackson, 5'9", 190-pound junior, the all-time leading rusher at Pueblo West High School. The four wide receiver set will be Max Gray, 6', 185-pound sophomore out of Arlington, Washington. Jack Dobbins, 6'3", 225-pound junior out of Tucson, Arizona. Kyle Hooper, 5'11", 191-pound senior out of Alliance, Nebraska. And Marcus Brown, he's a 6'2", 200-pound senior out of Colorado Springs. He went to Mesa Ridge High School. The tackles, Palmer White, 6'6", 285-pound senior out of Denver, went to Horizon High School. The right tackle is Travis Romza. He's a 6'4", 290-pound sophomore out of Burns, Wyoming. The guards, Jake Giles, 6'4", 285-pound sophomore out of Casper, Wyoming. Matt Barden, 6'4", 295-pound junior out of Aurora. He went to Cherokee Trail High School. The center, Darvin Oliver. He's a 6'1", 312-pound senior out of San Diego, California. The head coach is Jay Long. He is in his 5th season at the helm, and he is a proud graduate of Chadron State. Joe, what happened on the coin toss?
Chadron, as the visitor, they got to call it, and they won won the toss and deferred to the second half. So Csu-Pueblo will receive the kick in the first half and go from left to right on your radio dial.
A little bit of a breeze today, kind of out of the southeast, kind of the prevailing breeze we've had for a long time. That's the way the weather's been. It's been the same, Joe, for quite a while. Getting a little cooler, but pretty much the same.
We actually feel a little bit of chill today.
Yeah, I went to the jacket.
It almost feels like the heat kicked on in the booth. It smells like the heat kicked on in the booth anyway.
Here to kick things off, Will Morgan. He's a true freshman out of Fort Collins, Colorado. Long pooch-style kick, angles it. And it hits down, but it bounces up, taken by Anderson at the 15, 20, up the sideline, out to about the 25-yard line before he's hit down. A little indecision there. Who was going to catch that ball? Nobody really caught it. It hit down on the turf, but it took a nice, convenient hop to Anderson, or that could have been disaster.
Well, right between the deep man and the up man, kind of right perfectly between it, and that's usually if you're a center fielder, you call off the guy in front of you.
I do. The heat is on, Joe.
I told you.
Yeah, burning off the cobwebs.
But think about it. We almost need it.
Yep, I think so. I went to the jacket. Thunderboll's going to open in the pistol here. As Michi is the tailback. Rex Dowson, the quarterback. Sends Morgan Smith in motion. He resets on the right side. They give the ball to Michi off the left side. And he is hitting the backfield. He's going to be thrown for about a 3-yard loss. So not a good opening play for the Thunderbolts right there. Chadron State's defense shows we're ready to go. And they make the stop, but they've got a few partisans across the way. That play happened right in front of them. They liked it. The visiting fan section here at the Thunderbowl.
Little counter play that nobody countered.
Well, it's either a very late arriving crowd or a lot of people out in the parking lot still, but kind of dead here for our standards at the Thunderbowl so far. Play action. Dowson rolls right, fires right, and it's caught by Clark. And then the ball's knocked loose. Now they're going to say it's an incomplete pass, as Clark had his hands on it, and then the ball was batted away, but they're going to say he did not complete the process.
Jim, I think that's a bad call. I think he got the ball turned, and the defender punched it out.
Yeah, he was coming up the sideline. He'd already turned and came up the sideline. Would have been a first down, but instead it's called incomplete. And John Riston is right in the ear of the side judge already saying, hey, come on, man.
Well, I agree with John. I think that was a bad call.
So it's 3rd down and 13 now for the Thunderwolves.
The defensive back sold it, though.
Yeah, he did. Straight drop back, Dowson. Here's pressure off the edge. Fires. Ball caught. Close to the first down. Then blocked away. And now they're going to say that one's incomplete. And again, Joe, that's borderline right there because Boyd had it turned. And then he was hit. And the ball popped loose. Fortunate for the Thunderwolves that time that it was called incomplete.
He caught it and turned. I think isn't that the definition of a football move?
Yeah, you make a football move. To me, I think both those plays should have been complete passes.
And neither one of them would have. One would have been a first down for Csu-Pueblo. The other one might have been a scoop and score for Chadron.
So punt formation here. Tanner Kuda to boot it away. Low snap, and he handles it. Gets the punt away. It's not a very good one. Doesn't turn over. Hits it midfield. And now takes a bit of a Thunderwolf bounce. And it will be down at the 49-yard line. So Chadron State with good field position. More wind up there than we think, Joe, because that got up above the stadium and it just knocked straight down.
Ball basically at midfield for Chadron to start their first possession. Great stand by the Eagles defense.
Turns out to be just a net 29 yards on the punt. They'll march right out to the line of scrimmage. 2 wide receivers right, 1 wide receiver left.
And Cody Paul is starting a tailback, not Derek Jackson.
See what's going on about that. Bring a man in motion across the formation. They open up in the shotgun. And they're going to pitch it the right side to Paul. He stops. He's going to fire a pass up the sideline. And it's incomplete. Flag is down. Interference.
The ball was already past the receiver. So LaRon Tarkington's going to get ticketed for...
Joe, I feel like we're not on the same page with these guys today. I mean, that's what I'm agreeing with you. The ball was past him when the contact was made.
Pass interference. The 21 of the defense. 15 yards. Automatic first.
Well, maybe that's why Cody Paul was in the game.
Yeah, just to throw that pass play. He was late getting it there. That was the problem. If he'd have got the pass off sooner, they had a shot at the play.
Well, and then the
ball was overthrown.
Yeah, LaRon Tarkington didn't have to make any contact. Jim, that ball was not going to be caught.
Yeah, it was past him. Oh, well. They're 3 for 3 so far, the guys in stripes. in the way we look at it. In a negative way, I guess. Here's a straight drop back by Vincent, and screen pass almost intercepted by Trace Gray as he got his hands on it. He got right in front of the blocker out there. And Chadron State fortunate that Gray's not running down into the end zone.
Jim, that's another name that we didn't really say on Senior Day, and I'm hoping I didn't forget him in the paper because he's been such a great part of the program for 4 or 5 years now, is Trace Gray playing his last game with the Thunderbolts. We're big fans of Trace Gray.
He's kind of earned his way into that starting lineup. He's been kind of a fringe player for a couple years, but the last couple years, more and more contribution. 2nd down and 10. Vincent looks left, fires left. Ball is broken up. I think the ball was coming out of there before the contact. Williams is there to bust things up. They tried to get it to Kyle Hooper over here on the left side.
You know, Vincent threw 5 picks last week. 2 went to the house.
Yeah, he's not been, he kind of whistled that one out there. The first pass, he's lucky he didn't get that one picked off. 3rd and 10. Thunderbolts fans coming to their feet, making some noise here on 3rd down. They call it money down here. Now they're going to call an audible here as Vincent will look over toward the sideline.
Play clock down to 1.
Yeah, they're going to take a timeout. I was looking over there. Nobody was giving any signal, so it was a dead giveaway. They were going to call timeout, and indeed they do. So we'll take a quick 30 here. No score, just underway for the Thunderbowl on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
So big 3rd down coming up here for the Eagles as they're in Thunderwolves territory at the 36-yard line, but they face 3rd and long here, 3rd and 10.
Love to see them dial up some pressure on Vincent, not give him time to get the wide open receiver. Have not seen Derek Jackson yet.
It's kind of interesting, not in the lineup here to start the ball game. From the shotgun, Vincent, he has Paul on his right hip. 2 wideouts left, single wideout right. Drops back in the pocket. Pressure comes, but he gets the pass away, and it's caught for the 1st down at the 25-yard line. They gave him that little extra time. He took a shot, but he stood in there and absorbed it, got the pass away, and it's a 1st down for the Eagles.
That prevent defense, and all it does is prevent you from making a play, Jim. He had all kinds of time to throw.
1st and 10 from the 25-yard line for Chadron State here on their opening drive of the game after forcing the short punt. Vincent counting numbers. Now he's ready to go. He'll give it to Paul right up the middle. Nice cut into the hole. He's inside the 20 down to the 19-yard line. Picks up 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
You know, Cody Paul is another on the long line of diminutive running backs at Chadron State. He's 5'5", so when you say he's in the hip, he might be in the hip pocket of Vince at 5'5".
The only thing I can think, Joe, he might be getting the start because he's a senior today. Maybe that's their senior.
Sure, and I get it. Plus, he's a good running back. He's a great return specialist.
2 punt returns for touchdowns this year. Thunderbolts are offside. Here comes the flag. Free play. Pass to the corner of the end zone. Broken up. Incomplete, but it's not going to matter. It's going to be a 5-yard mark off, and Chadron State's going to have a 1st down at the 14-yard line of the Thunderbolts.
Offside. Number 99 of the defense. 5-yard penalty results in a 1st down.
Alex Belkonis ticketed with the flag.
You just want to cringe when your nose guard jumps offside. The ball is in front of you. It's staring you in the face.
Yeah, you got to ignore all the noise. So it's 1st and 10 now. Chadron State, chance to score here in the red zone early in this game. Vincent from the gun has Paul on his left hip this time. Trips to the left as the ball is on the right hash mark. And they're going to throw the bubble screen left side. It's caught inside the 10 down to about the 8-yard line.
Ball's out. Ball was out.
Number 48, Ryan Merrill, number 21.
And they say it stays with Chadron State. Didn't see who came up with it. Ball was delivered on the left side there and caught by Jackson Dickerson, a redshirt freshman. He comes out of the ball game after making the grab. Picked up 7 on the play. Yeah, closer to 6. We'll call it 2nd down and 4 for the Eagles here from the 8-yard line of the Thunderwolves. Double wide out right this time. They bring an extra tight end in this set. Ball remains in there to play tailback. Fake it to him. They look over the middle. Into the end zone. It's up high and it's caught for the touchdown. The big tight end hauls it in. Jack Dobbins, he's skied for it. He's a big inviting target, and Chadron State on the board, and they lead it 6-0 here. 11:41 to go in the first quarter. Well, the Eagles, they take advantage of the short field, plus they got that early penalty call. Take it right on into the end zone. Low snap, ball's down, kick is up, and it is good. 11:41 to go here in the first quarter. Chadron State strikes first. They lead it 7-0 on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
And welcome back to the Thunderbowl. And as always happens after when the Thunderbolts defense gives up a touchdown, I always like to look down and see what Hunter Hughes is doing on the sideline. And he was in the grill of a few of his linebackers there.
Well, Jim, that was just too easy. And you had the pass interference, which didn't need to be. You gave up a third and forever, which it was a great play by Vincent, to be honest with you, and no pressure on the quarterback. You're going to have to change this around, and hey, you're playing with the house money now. You might as well just go for it.
Oh, kick it off will be Will Morgan, freshman out of Fort Collins. Anderson and Wise back deep. They stand at the 10-yard line here. Last time they tried a long pooch-type kick, and that's what they do again. They angle it toward the sideline. Anderson's going to get a chance here. He takes it at the 10-yard line, but he's backpedaling. Now gets going forward across the 15, 20, and that's about it. Now we got a flag down. Comes out late as one of the Thunderwolves was just laying on top of one of the Eagles, and he's going to get ticketed for the penalty here. Looked like for the Thunderwolves, perhaps David Cardinal on special teams going to get called for holding here, I think. Samuel Sewell having a talk with him as he comes over the sideline.
Well, he knows it's on him because he's trying to explain his case. It's a big one.
During the return, holding number 33 of the return team. Half the distance to the goal, first down.
So they'll mark it just inside the 10-yard line. We'll call it the 10 for statistical purposes, but that's where the Thunderwolves will start here. Thunderwolves up against it here early in this ball game on their home turf, down 7-0. But give Chadron credit. They took advantage of their early opportunities.
All three defensive backs on this side have long hair that's covering their numbers. They look like triplets.
Saves time on hairdressing, I guess. Maybe you take care of each other. Here's a handoff up the middle to Dort. And he gets maybe a yard, if that. Boy, Chadron State, they're playing spirited right now on defense. That first drive, they forced a 3-and-out, flying around.
Well, they're winning the line of scrimmage right now. Csu-Pueblo's offensive line is getting bludgeoned.
So it'll be 2nd down and 9.
You fix that, Jim. You use the passing game a little bit. Take the pressure off that, and then you open up the running game.
Wise will line up wide to the right. O'Shea Washington in the ball game for the first time. He's in the slot to the right. Now they bring Boyd in motion to the right side. Might see that bubble screen to him. No, they're going to hand it off to Norton. He goes nowhere again. They were trying to get some movement with all that motion and all the personnel going right, thinking they could pop Dort through there, but he gets no gain. It's 3rd and 9.
You can see the hole from our vantage point was there for a second, and then it collapsed quickly.
They bring Clark into the game, the extra wide receiver this time, as Eckhoff comes out. So Wise and Washington will line up wide to the left. Clark will line up wide to the right. Ball's right in the middle of the field here. Dort stays in there at tailback. They'll go from the pistol this time as Dowson waits for the snap. Takes it straight drop back. He's got some time. Now the pressure breaking down. Look out from behind. They've got him, but he gets the pass away. But I don't know if he got it to the line of scrimmage. They're looking over here. And it might have just crossed the line of scrimmage. So it won't be grounding.
No foul for intentional grounding. The ball went past the line of scrimmage.
All right, there's the explanation by our referee. So Thunderbolt's going to have to punt it away again into this wind. The last time they punted it, Chadron State got excellent field position. Plus, they've got a great weapon back here as Paul has returned 2 punts for touchdowns this year, and he stands right at midfield.
A lot of green between him and the cover men.
And they almost get there to block it. Punt goes straight up. The wind has got it. Paul takes the fair catch at the 41-yard line. So great field position for Chadron State to start this second drive of the game, already leading it 7-0.
all that stuff we talked about pregame, about playoffs and things that had to happen. Well, the one thing that had to happen was Csu-Pueblo had to win this game, and right now they're very listless, Jim.
Yeah, they are. I don't want to say they're on the ropes here early, but
listless.
They are definitely up against it. They know they're in a ball game here already. Matt Reeder into the game. He'll line up wide to the left this time for Chadron State. They got 2 wide outs to the right.
Derek Jackson now in the game.
Yep, he's in there. So it was kind of basically a senior day start for Cody Paul on the road, it looks like. Oh, Vincent. Straight drop back. Rolls left, comes back over the middle, ball dropped. You could hear footsteps there as coming up, dropping the ball was Max Gray. And he could just see, as soon as he dropped it, he was looking all over the place, ready to absorb the hit. Tell you who he had was Jackson out in the flat on the right side. Didn't look like anybody went with him for the Thunderwolves, but Vincent was committed to coming rolling left and looking over the middle.
Jim, Chadron's players are playing to the whistle. I mean, they are playing hard right now to the whistle.
2nd and 10 from the 41-yard line. Chadron State leads it 7-0 here. And they give it to Jackson, and he's hit immediately, but fights forward for a couple yards down to the 39-yard line. Of course, all of you viewers watching us on the Stretch internet feed, I'm sure, well, maybe if you don't know it, Derek Jackson was the all-time leading ball carrier in Pueblo history. That's saying something. We've had some great running backs in this town.
Well, you have the charter member of the NFL Pro Football Hall of Fame, and Dutch Clark. And Derek Jackson has more yards than Dutch.
3rd down and 8 now for Chadron State. They were on this same spot on the field on their last drive, and they converted a 3rd and 10. Here it's 3rd and 8. 2 wide outs to each side. Ball's just inside the left hash mark. Send Jackson in motion to the right side. They throw the screen to him on the right. And they don't get it blocked, and he's taken down after a yard. Here comes a flag tossed in from about 30 yards downfield.
Flag on the play.
Going to be an illegal block, I would guess, here against Chadron State. Man, the back judge, he's got a good arm, Joe, or he's got a lot of weight in that flag as he fired that thing from about the 10-yard line.
A cannon, Jim.
Man.
You decline this, though, don't you?
I think so. You're going to make it 4th down and 8. I would think you want to do it.
Unless they think it's 2-down territory.
Number 45, yards front.
They were having trouble with this referee, Mike, all during the pregame, trying to get it dialed in there. It was an illegal chop block. Thunderbolt's going to take it. Joe, I think you're thinking along your lines there. If you don't take it, it's kind of 4-down territory right there. I don't think you punt it. You probably go for it on 4th and about 7.
But 3rd and 20 is still pretty good distance.
Yeah, so with the 15-yard marker, actually about 3rd and 22. 3rd and 22 where they spot it.
18.
Subbing in the defensive lineman, you got Deion Sizer coming in, Trace Gray, North Shangola. So they're back to their base defense. See what they do here if they try to put pressure on Vincent or if they sit back.
He's in the gun.
He was leaning. The fullback was leaning.
That's a false start.
False start. With the 33 of the offense.
Well, they ticket the right guard.
Well, they could. Everybody was
kind of leaning.
That's all the way back to the 42 now.
Yeah. So 3rd and 27. Might just want to throw a screen pass and get the heck out of here.
Well, the wind's definitely at Chadron's back. It's a very pronounced wind. It was just a breeze earlier, but it's blowing pretty good.
It's picking up quite a bit here. He's by himself in the backfield. Thunderbolts show they're going to rush about 6 guys. Now they back up into coverage. Here comes pressure off the edge. They throw it up for grabs down the left sideline, and it's incomplete. So it'll be 4th down, and Chadron State will have to punt the football away. They were trying to get it deep to Tevin Wright down the left sideline.
Well, and he was bracketed. He had Brandon Henry in coverage with Joe Jones coming across. So that's one of those passes that has to be thrown right in the bucket, right between 2 guys, and it wasn't there.
So now Daniel Wise back deep to receive the punt. He stands at his own 16-yard line. The punter is Zach Smith, the senior out of Gering, Nebraska. It's a good snap. Punt is away, and it's a
great
good one.
Kick.
Fair catch signaled for by Wise and taken at the 10-yard line.
Again, great field position for Csu-Pueblo. He says facetiously.
Yes. So Thunderbolts up against it here in this game. They trail it 7-0. 8:07 to go here in the first quarter.
Good stand by Csu-Pueblo's defense, though.
Yeah, because they were up against it, facing maybe an early 2-score deficit if they don't come up big on that drive, and they do. This time, Dowsing going to go up under center as O'Malley, the fullback's into the game. Thunderbolt's going to try to establish the run perhaps here. Michi is the tailback. Long count by Dowson. He takes the snap, gives it to Michi up the middle, hits in there, and gets forward for about 3, maybe 4 yards out to the 14-yard line. So it'll be a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6.
You know, they'll take that. And John Riston and the offensive guys will be patient with that. They won't be patient with -3 on first down.
Wise going to line up wide to the right this time. Washington, he'll be in the slot to the left. Up under center again is Dowson with O'Malley, the fullback, in there. Double tight end set. They bring Washington in motion to the left side. They give it to Michi. Hurdles one tackler, gets forward across the 15 to about the 17-yard line. They'll set up 3rd down now and 3. Thunderbolts yet to get a first down in this game. This is their 3rd possession.
Now they're bringing in the heavy package with 2 tight ends.
Boyd and Eckhoff in there. Probably Smith probably already in there. Dowson looks over to the sideline for the play call. See what formation they line up in here. They're going to have Wise and O'Shea's in the game. He's in the slot to the right. Both tight ends on the left side of the formation. They bring Boyd in motion, though, to balance it out. And they're going to roll the pocket right. Dowson looking, comes back over the middle, threw it behind Daniel Wise.
Not a good throw by Rex Dowson. A little impatient. Heard footsteps.
So the 3rd straight 3 and out for the Thunderbolts offense, and they'll come over here to the sideline, have another little group meeting.
Yeah, these are not fun meetings, folks. These are not the kind where you get treats and celebrate. You come get chewed on right now.
So Cody Paul now will stand back at his own 43-yard line. Chadron's going to get great field position again. Good snap. Kick is away. Low driving kick this time. Paul has a chance, and he fields it, but dives to the turf at the 45-yard line.
Better punt for Csu-Pueblo. Kind of cut through that wind a little bit.
So they'll start from their own 45 this time, but it's been very comfortable so far for the Chadron State offense. They've been operating here to start drives off in the middle of the field. That's always a lot easier. Usually you got to get 2 or 3 first downs to get out into this operating territory.
Yeah, they have not been bothered by the shadows of a goalpost.
It's true. Double wide out right, single wide out left. Offset I with the shotgun formation here. Jackson is the tailback.
He's not, Jim. I don't know who that is.
Well, whoever it is, they pitch it to him. Left side, big head of steam.
That's
big
why,
man
he's
across
huge.
the 50 down to the 48-yard line. That is their 3rd tailback, Kevin Coy, sophomore out of Davenport, Florida.
I looked at him and I go, Derek Jackson grew, but no.
I've got to figure out who another guy is. There, Trey Allison is the fullback. I don't have him on my chart that I made.
A little chicanery from the Chadron office. And you know, the AD at Chadron is Joel Smith, J.R. Smith, the former RMAC commissioner.
We like Joel. 2nd down and 3 from the 48-yard line. Straight drop back by Vincent. Pump fake. Now he'll go up the sideline, going for it all, and it's incomplete. Great receiver had stepped out of bounds. You can see the side judge there, Joe, had his hat off, so even though the ball was caught, it would not have counted. Once he steps out of bounds, that's the way they mark that.
He had one-on-one coverage with Darius Williams, and Darius Williams was inside. That ball was lucky it wasn't picked off.
So 3rd down and 3 now for the Eagles from the 48-yard line of the Thunderbolts. 7-0 Pack trailing. I'm used to saying Pack on top here at the Thunderbowl. It's the Eagles that lead it here early. 2 wide outs to the short side, the left side of the field. 1 wide out right. Long count here by Vincent. High snap, but he does hand it off in the middle, and it's going to be a first down as they go to the big back again, Kevin Coy. And he's inside the 45 down to the 43-yard line. Picks up 5. It's 1st and 10, Chadron State.
He's 6'1", 220. That's a good-sized tailback. Going to hurry up.
Yeah, they go hurry up here. Trips to the right. Double wide out left as the tailback Coy lines up at the slot to the right side here. And now we have a stoppage in play as the chains had a problem getting those dialed into crossover. It looks like the chain actually came off the post. So they get that fixed up. So that takes away from your hurry-up package if you're the Chadron State offense.
That's a home chain crew.
Yeah, slow things down. Call a timeout. Vincent now looks over the defense. He's all by himself in the backfield. Takes the snap. Here comes pressure off the backside. Gets the pass away. Caught. Inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line. Norshan Gola was flying in on the blitz, but Vincent, quick delivery that time. Quick release. Gets it ahead for a few yards to Jack Dobbins, the touchdown maker.
Jim, Vincent does not look like a guy scared to throw the football.
Here's the handoff to the big back Coy, and he is short of the first down. He'll get it inside the 35 down to the 34. Going to bring up 3rd and a yard now for Chadron State. As they're controlling things here in this first quarter, they lead at 7-0. 4:45 to go, first quarter. 3rd and short now for the Eagles. Vincent from the gun. He has Coy with him. High snap. They give it to Coy right side. He's hitting the backfield. He's thrown for a yard loss. They're going to mark it just outside the 35-yard line, so it'll bring up 4th down now and about 2.5 for the Eagles.
They're definitely going to go for it here. You don't want to play field position now.
They hurry right up to the line of scrimmage. See what play they dial up here.
Watch the quarterback draw.
See if they try to draw him offside here with a long count. Vincent looking it over. Takes the snap, looks left, fires left, and it's caught. First down. Big inviting target over here on the left side as Matt Reeder, he just kind of sets a screen, and you can't get around him. And hurt on the play is Brandon Henry. Came up to make the tackle, but that's a tough matchup for Henry. He's kind of knocked silly here. They're going to bring him out of the ball game. He might put him in the concussion protocol. He's got the helmet off now, and they're kind of surrounding him. When they get the doctors around looking at you like that, you know that's what they're checking on right now. But it's a 1st and 10 now for the Eagles. Ball's at the 29-yard line of the Thunderbolts. Offset eye. Send the fullback in motion. They pitch it to the right side to Coy. Cuts back inside. Boy, he puts that head down. He is a big physical back. And he's down to the 25-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Eagles.
Jim, they're just lining up and saying, we're going to hit you.
Yeah.
And that time it was, we're running to the right. We're sending all these guys. If you can block us, great. But we're just going to send more at you than you have over there.
Now 2 wideouts to the left. Single wideout right. Cody Paul into the game now to play tailback. Long count by Vincent. And they move on the left side. Both wide receivers on the left side taken off. Went on a little trip there. And they're having a problem with the referee's microphone here. So it'll make it 2nd down and 11 now as the ball marked to the 30-yard line after the 5-yard false start penalty. Clock winds, 2:45 to go here in the first quarter. It's been all Chadron State to this point. Vincent looks it over. Takes a snap, straight drop back, pump fake. Now a shovel pass, and it's incomplete. He was trying to throw the shovel pass there to Paul. He pump fakes up the right sideline, then tries to catch Paul coming underneath, and the shovel pass was behind him.
And, Jim, that wasn't a very good shovel pass. That looked like a hot potato, trying to get rid of it kind of throw.
Yeah, and Paul, it was behind him, and Paul comes back, looks and says, what are you trying to do? So 3rd and 11. So another 3rd and long here for Chadron State. They're going to put Paul in the slot now to the left. 2 wideouts to the right. Vincent all by himself here. He's going to have to get rid of this one quick. You get the feeling. Thunderbolts all showing blitz. Here they come. They set up the screen pass. Caught by Paul. He's got a lot of blockers out in front. Gets to the corner. 20, 15, 10, 5. Hurdles to the 1-yard line. Great play call there by the Eagles as the Thunderbolts were coming with a blitz, sending 6 players, and they hit the screen pass to Paul underneath.
29 yards, Jim, and they outguessed Hunter Hughes and the Csu-Pueblo defense.
So it's 1st and goal from the 1-yard line now for Chadron State. And Derek Jackson is in now to play tailback. See if they give the hometown kid a touchdown try. He runs it up the middle. He's hitting the backfield. Gets back to the line of scrimmage is all. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. So with the shotgun snaps for Chadron State, some of them aren't too crisp, Joe. It just seems like they kind of lob back there, and that gives the defense that little extra tick to make a play.
Just a little, almost, I don't want to say lazy, but it kind of feels that way.
So 2nd down and goal. And again to Jackson up the middle. He's hit right at the goal line, and he does not get in. Now the extra push. See if he gets the late signal here. Chadron State wants to call, but I don't know if he ever broke the plane. Looks like he's about an inches short to me. No signal as of yet. They're still waiting.
No, he did not get in.
So it'll be 3rd down and goal.
All due respect, the Armac does have a history of
problems giving you forward progress at the goal line. And again, they go up the middle. This time Jackson hurdles over the top. He's in for the touchdown. He was able to get airborne that time. Here comes a late flag in as a helmet is ripped off of one of the Thunderbolts. Now, this happened before the touchdown or after. That is going to be the call here. It's going to be a personal foul against Chadron State, I do believe. Question is it a dead ball call? No, it's holding. It's holding against Chadron State, so nullify the touchdown.
I don't think so, Jim. I think it's after the touchdown. Because why
would you come over and communicate?
Right.
No, now they say dead ball personal foul. So the mic is out on the referee. The initial call was holding.
And then they said the touchdown was good.
So touchdown is good. It'll be a 15-yarder marked off on the kickoff, I do believe. They could probably enforce it here if they wanted to. But I think they're going to enforce it on the kickoff. So it's 13-0, Chadron State. Yeah, that's what was weird about it when the official signaled holding, and then you had an official come over to talk to John Riston about it. Why would you come over and talk to him about it? That's because he signaled the wrong call. So, extra point try upcoming. Will Morgan. Now they shift the entire line to a different side here on their protection package. Good snap, ball's down, kick is up, and it is good. 24 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Chadron State on the road, off to a great start. They lead it 14-0 on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
And welcome back to the Thunderbowl. And after the 15-yard mark off here, be kicked off from the 20-yard line. Thunderbolts should get great field position after this play.
That's the only thing that might come out of the first quarter.
See what strategy they employ here. Morgan will try that long poocher again. Wise is going to get up underneath it this time. Takes it to the 31. He's across the 35 and to about the 40-yard line. So that's great coverage by Chadron State there. They prevent the long return. Thunderbolts will have good field position, but not what they had hoped for, as they'll take over and start from their own 40 or 41-yard line. I haven't seen where they're going to spot it down exactly here yet. They are going to say the 40-yard line. So now with a little room to operate, see if the Thunderbolts can dial up here. They've started 2 of their drives here from the 10 or the 11. The other from the 25. Dowson now. Sends Clark in motion to the left side. They look left, come over the middle. Ball's caught and dropped. Man, oh man. O'Shea Washington. I mean, they're just listless to say the least here. But that's to take nothing away from Chadron State, Joe. They came ready to play, and they're firing on all cylinders right now. And the Thunderbolts haven't had a first down yet.
Colorado State University, Pueblo. Logan is proud to support.
And even the event staff having troubles. They're running commercials during the play.
Well, of course.
Go figure. Straight drop back by Dowson. Comes right. Caught by Clark. Breaks the tackle. He's forward close to the first down. See where they spot him. They're going to mark it right at midfield, and that should be a first down.
First down.
They do move the chain. So the initial first down of the game for the Thunderwolves. And that will be the last play of the quarter as the clock winds. And that will do it. Good quarter for the visiting team. Chadron State at the end of one. They lead it 14-0 on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
Thunderbolts right to the line of scrimmage and run a play up the middle. And it's David Cardinal, the ball carrier, and he gets it down to the 48-yard line. It'll be second down and 8.
David Cardinal, the ball carrier.
One first down and a quarter plus. One.
That came on the final play of the first quarter. Second down and 8. Dowson brings him up to the line of scrimmage here. Cardinal stays in the game. Boyd in motion now, resets on the left side. They run it to Cardinal around the left again. And he's hit from behind. Taken down, nice tackle, and he's proud of himself. He should be. Truitt Box came from the backside that time. The junior out of Cheyenne Wells, Colorado. Stops Cardinal for a gain of a yard. It's third down now and 7.
Got a lineman down for Csu-Pueblo, too.
And so we've got an injury timeout. Now they're going to get him up here quick. It looks like it's going to be all right. I think it's Spencer.
No, that's Aaron Eckhoff.
The tight end, Aaron Eckhoff.
Yeah, he was the player of the game last week.
Yeah.
Career high 3 passes. He'll be all right.
He'll come out. So it's going to be third down and 7 now for the Thunderwolves. Clark to the left, 2 wideouts right. Washington and Wise over on that side. Cardinal stays in the game. They'll own tailback. Straight drop back. Comes over the left side. Incomplete. As it looked like Boyd that time didn't come out of his break with a lot of enthusiasm, Joe. And Dowson threw the pass to the outside, expecting Boyd to come out of his cut.
And I was watching Rex. Jimmy hurried the throw a little bit. Didn't have his feet set. Kind of felt a little jumpy back there with the pressure.
So it's fourth down and 7. So the Thunderwolves will punt the ball away. It's like Zamora Johnson, the pooch kicker, sends us in high in the air. Fair catch called for and taken at the 15-yard line. So that is where Chadron State will take over.
Jim, this game just has zero flow for Csu-Pueblo right now.
Well, speaking of zero flow, I've been kind of keeping track of the men's basketball team. They blew a game last night, Joe, where they had a 10-point lead or 8-point lead late. Today they had a 10-point lead, but now University of Arkansas Fort Smith has scored 15 in a row, and they're going to win the ball game. Thunderbolts go scoreless the last 3 minutes of the game. Had an 83-73 lead. It's now 88-83. So
got to learn how to finish.
Thunderbolts football team needs to get started. See if this field position will juice them up a little bit here. Chadron State from their own 15-yard line, leading the game 14-0. They give it to Jackson up the middle. Good hard run out across to the 19-yard line. It'll be gain of 4, second down and 6.
Jim, I don't know how this team only has 3 wins.
Exactly.
I just don't. They're as good a team as we've seen so far this year. Vince is playing with some confidence, even though he's been shaky.
Well, he's been kind of the weak link from what we can research and find out. 5 interceptions last week. That'll put a chink in your armor. But so far, so good in this game. And he looks left, fires left, ball's caught. It'll be just short of the first down. And that's Tevon Wright on the grab. And they're going to give him a great spot, though. They're going to give him the spot to the 25 and saves the first down.
He stretched the body out. I don't know that
I don't think he got that far. Oh, well. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles. I don't know if Inspector Gadget could stretch it that far, Joe. It'd be a tough stretch.
Well,
you know. It's all part of that speed-up rule. Keep it moving, keep it moving. And they look right, bubble screen right, caught. And good defensive play there. Brandon Henry ducked under the blocker and got his hand on Jackson and hauls him down for a 2-yard loss.
Number 23.
Now, if he misses on that gamble, then Jackson might have something up the sideline.
Right.
He got underneath the blocker and made the play.
Now, Jim, I see A.J. Thompson warming up down here at quarterback, and I don't know if that's just to stay loose or if that's a harbinger of things to come.
Or maybe wishful thinking from A.J., but we'll see. And in motion now, retreating to the right side. Straight drop back by Vincent. Looks over the middle. Here comes late pressure. Look out from behind. He's hit. And the ball's caught by the tackle. That's got to be an ineligible receiver unless they say the ball was deflected.
Well, and where's he running? I mean,
once you're down, you're done. The ball's hauled in by the tackle, Jake Guile.
It could have been tipped, though, so I think it's okay.
Ends up being a loss back to the 29-yard line. Now the officials are going to talk this over. They're going to have to say, was the ball deflected for it to be an ineligible receiver? John Riston wants the explanation and say, well, at least tell us.
All the way back to the 19.
So it's 3rd and 16. Vincent looks left, fires a left, caught. Getting upfield, but only back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe plus a yard, out to the 26. It'll be 4th down, and that's where Chadron State will have to punt the football away.
There you go, 4th down.
Good defensive stand by Csu-Pueblo.
Back to accept the punt for the Thunderbowl.
And John Riston is upset and exercised on that sideline. The officials have to hold him back. I think he was out there trying to celebrate his defense's good play, and the official said, you can't be out here celebrating with your defense, coach. Rugby-style kick this time. Into the wind, and the wind knocks it down, and it's out of bounds. Thunderbolt's going to have good field position up here around the 45-yard line. Waiting for the signal here. Oh, they're going to say, well, okay. I don't know my angle. You hear a few of the cat calls from the fans. They got the same angle, maybe a better angle than I do, but they're going to say it's the 43. Thunderbolts will take it. You know, John has done a good job of biting his tongue this year, in a year that could easily have just gone sideways when it comes to officiating. You know, we haven't seen Gene Bowman around. No.
We haven't seen a lot of our normal faces this year because, you know, it's been a trying year with Csu-Pueblo and officiating.
Dowson stays in the game, runs play action, has time, fires down the middle of the field, and it is broken up. 2 receivers in the same place, Wise and Clark, both running a post, and they met with 3 defenders. So there's 5 players right where the ball ended up. That's got to be a miscommunication. Wise and Clark kind of chatted it out on the middle of the field there.
Yeah, they looked at each other like, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
We remind you to always drink responsibly.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 now from the 43-yard line. Triple tight end set. Clark does stay in the game. All 3 tight ends to the left side of the formation. Clark will now go wide to the right. Now they send Smith in motion right. Timeout taken by Chadron State. They saw that formation and they knew, hey, we're in trouble here. 10:32 to go in the second quarter. Chadron State leads at 14-0 on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
And back at the Thunderbowl. 2nd and 10 for the Pack from the 43-yard line. Dowson up under center. Smith, the tight end, goes in motion to the right side of the formation. Play action. Dowson straight drop back. Looks over the middle. Fires over there. Intercepted at the 45-yard line. Back in coverage and picked off by Keenan Johnson. He read that one all the way. Well, Joe, you saw A.J. warming up earlier. He's going to start warming up in earnest now. I can guarantee you.
Something's just not right today down there, and we're going to have to ask John Riston. I just don't see it, Jim. I don't see the fire. I don't see desire. There's the crispness, the way you have to approach a game to win a conference championship. They're just not playing at that level right now.
So Chadron State will take over from their own 45-yard line. They trot right out to the line of scrimmage. Vincent from the shotgun takes the snap, straight drop back, pump fake. Now goes up the left sideline. This one should be picked off, and it would have been, but the Thunderbolts collide as Williams and Tarkinen right there to pick it off. I think you got to blame Tarkinen coming over that time, because that was going to drop right into the cornerback Williams' hands, and Tarkinen broke it up.
Yeah, you know, they're ball hawks in that secondary, and Darius Williams had the ball in his mitts, broken up by his teammate. But that's the way the day's gone so far.
Yeah, exactly. So it's 2nd down and 10.
You know what they got there, though, is they got pressure on Vincent.
And he operates from the gun as he has all day long. Brings the man in motion. That's Max Gray. They run the bubble screen right side. Nice cut, but only gets forward for about 3 yards. On the grab there, Kyle Hooper. Hooper gets forward for about 3 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 7 now for Chadron State here. With 10 minutes to go in the first half, Chadron State leads it 14-0. From the gun. He's got Coy in the game with him on his right hip this time. Double wide out to each side. The snap. Looks right. Fires right. Incomplete.
That was the hot read. Vincent signaled he was going to get rid of that right away because Csu-Pueblo was coming.
Tried to get it to Jack Dobbins, the big tight end or H-back.
Jim, that tells me both teams spent a lot of time in film because Csu-Pueblo knew exactly what they were going to do, and Vincent knew exactly what Csu-Pueblo was going to do.
So it'll be 4th down. They'll have to punt the ball away. Wise will hope to get a chance to return this one. The punter is Zach Smith, senior out of Gering.
Physical punter.
He's a big one. Looks like he eats good. He looks like he's a steak and potatoes kind of punter. Takes the snap, kicks it away. Low kick, driving kick, and it goes inside the 10 and bounces out of bounds at the 1-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 2, but the great coffin corner directional kick that time.
Jim, if it's going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong today.
Well, I tell you who it did go wrong. The men's basketball team, they had an 83-73 lead. They give up the final 15 of the ball game, and number 23 ranked University of Arkansas, Fort Smith, wins at 88-83. So the Thunderbolts men go 0-2 on the weekend. They'll be back for their home opener on Friday.
A.J. Thompson in a quarterback.
And he is right up under center. What a spot to get your first play of the game here. And they're going to give it to Michi up the middle. Nice hole. Cuts across the 5 out to about the 10-yard line. Well, A.J. Thompson knows all about running a football team that has a good ground game. That's what he did all last year. So that's what's going to get the Thunderbolts going here, if they get going. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Your weather with the Storm Tracker 13 weather app on your phone. It's free from your friends at KRDO News Channel 13. Where the news...
And this is not an injury deal.
No, it's just it's performance-based. And again, they give it to Michi, and he'll be short of the first down. He got it out across the 10 to about the 11. It's going to bring up 3rd down now and 1.
Don't know if this is a panic situation offensively. It's a wake-up call.
Yeah, we'll see. If AJ comes out and directs the touchdown drive, you know he's going to have the rest of the game. You got that feeling.
Well, and that makes spring ball.
It makes it even more interesting, doesn't it? 3rd and a yard. They bring Boyd in motion. He resets on the left side. Everybody stacked on the line of scrimmage. Up the middle and fighting forward. It's going to be very, very close. I think he's about a half yard short of the first down.
He didn't get it, Jim. He didn't get it.
He was stopped, and they do mark it short of the first down. It's going to be fourth down. Got to punt the ball away here. I don't think you'd even dare. If you didn't get it on the last play on 4th and yard, you're not going to go for it on 4th and a foot. So here comes the punt team. And a smattering of boos now here in the Thunderbowl.
Well, this isn't the way you play for your playoff life in a conference championship, Jim. It's just not.
Kuda in to punt it away. Gets the kick away. High kick. Fair catch taken by Paul at the 50-yard line. Boy, that was close to fair catch interference, and the flag does come out. He bought the call. He looked at the referee and said, hey, man, they interfered with him. And he goes, you know what? I think I will throw the flag.
Well, that's going to be on Jamal Sears, the freshman.
Well, the officials have a conversation. And it is interference for the make a fair catch, and the fans boo. I think what they're booing, Joe, is I think it might have been, but he didn't call it right away. He waited for Paul to kind of say, hey, man, you got to call that. And the field judge, you know what? Yeah, I probably should have called it. It's just the way it went about. The mechanics of it all, as they say. That's the words they use.
You have to give them
lingo.
The ruling is you have to give them ample room to catch the football, but he did. It wasn't like he dropped it.
Yeah, he caught it. So 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line of the Thunderwolves here. Chadron State dominating here. Handoff right side. And it's a nice run by Paul. Good head of steam down to the 30. You're going to say his knee was down back here at the 31, so it'll be a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. We're down to 7:15 to go here in the first half. Chadron State leads it 14-0.
In a game not that close.
Yeah, not as close as that score might indicate. Ball stays in the game. He's on the right hip of Vincent in the shotgun. And they give it to Paul over the middle. Big hole. He's got the first down and more. Down to around the 21-yard line. First and 10 Eagles.
Jim, he got 10 on that. Like it was nothing. Boy, this dialogue today did not go the way Thunderwolves fans, players, coaches, parents, media thought. It's been kind of that week. Is it not?
Well, the only thing I can draw back on, I remember a game here a few years back when Chadron State had a 21-3 lead in the first half and things were going sideways. Thunderwolves came back to win that one in overtime. It may be that kind of script today. Here's a pass right side. Intercepted! It's a chance for a pick six up the left side. It will be a touchdown. Jones at the 10-5. Touchdown! And just like that, the defense gets the Thunderwolves right back in the ball game. And who better than the senior Joseph Jones out of Fountain Fort Carson High School with the pick six.
You need some juice? You need some fire? Hello, Joe Jones.
That'll light a fire under you. I mean, it was ready for mutiny here. Everybody was looking for the lifeboats. With Chadron State driving for what appeared to be another touchdown, and instead the Thunderwolves get a pick six. Taylor in to try the extra point.
And he had like escorts all the way down.
Yeah.
Darius Williams was behind him just looking at Chadron players saying, no, you don't have this.
Bit of a delay here as they had a penalty call of some kind.
No, it was a sideline warning.
Okay, on the Thunderwolves. Here's the kick up, and it is good. 6:02 to go here in the first half. Thunderwolves strike with the defense. Cut the lead at half. It's Chadron State 14, Thunderwolves 7 on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
6:02 to go here in the first half. Joe Jones with about 90 yards there, Joe?
I want to see the official, but it was pretty close, 88, somewhere in there. But he had a full escort. He had the police escort all the way in.
From Security Service Investment Group.
And Taylor to kick it off. Reason is back here, and he will just bang it deep into the end zone, and it goes out the back of the end zone. So Chadron State will start from their own 25-yard line. So for the first time today, their offense will face a little adversity.
Yeah, at the 25. That's adversity.
Well, I just mean with the scope of the game, though, too. After you feel like you got to do something now. They've been kind of playing, with the house's money for a while here in this game, leading and having things thoroughly under control. And now you feel a sense of pressure. You don't want to put the Thunderbolts offense back out there with a chance to tie the game. Even though the offense really hasn't done anything today, you still feel a change in the momentum for sure. And they give the ball up the middle, and the Thunderbolts defense rises up. I saw Dayon Sizer in there. He was right in the middle of things.
Jim, now you want to see a team play inspired now? Watch this defensive unit.
Yeah, that'll get you to light your fire.
Joe Jones isn't even out there. He's so tired.
Might have cramped up. 2nd down and 9 for the Eagles. Bubble screen right. Henry again gets in there. It's a good thing the ball was loose on the deck. Thunder will say it's our ball, but it was a forward pass. The pass was dropped, so it's an incomplete pass. Probably just as well as Henry again. Well schooled on that play. He just jumps right around that wide receiver block.
Well, they see it because Csu-Pueblo runs it every day in practice, too. This is the kind of the play du jour these days in college football.
Now here comes Brock Davies into the game, along with the other pass rush specialist, the freshman Jackson Wibbles. He'll line up on the right side here on 3rd and 9. Thunderbolts need a packed sack here. Keep this momentum going. Here they come. Vincent fires over the middle. It's deflected and almost intercepted. Right off the hands of the intended wide receiver that time. Jackson Dickerson, the redshirt freshman, and it was the tip drill, but it fell harmlessly right between about 3 Thunderwolf defenders.
If Csu-Pueblo has a block in its pocket right now.
Well, when they needed a block earlier this year against Mesa, they got it. Let's see if they can dial one up here. Good snap. Kick is away. And it's a good directional kick away from Wise, and it hits out of bounds at about the 25. We'll see where the angle is here, where they're going to spot it. And it'll be at the 26-yard line. So a good punt that time.
Into the wind, it was a good punt.
Zach Smith. Well, Thunderbolts will stay with A.J. Thompson at quarterback. He came in for the last series. But it's like it's been for the most part today for the Thunderbolts, 3 and out. They're going to go with, looks like Cardinal are going to play the tailback. Double wide out right this time. 2 tight ends in the set. They line up on the right side of the formation. And they fake the draw play. Thompson going to roll right, and he's going to run the football. Makes a cut, and he gets out around the 30 to the 32-yard line. That looked like a planned run all the way that time by A.J. At least he made up his mind in a hurry. That's one criticism Joe and I have had of him. It's he doesn't, when he decides, you got to decide earlier and then go. Don't just kind of jog around out there.
Well, either you're a run-pass option quarterback or you're not. And if you're not going to run it, then don't act like you're going to. You just, you either got to commit to it or not.
So it's 2nd down and 4 from the 32-yard line. Wise to the right, Clark to the left this time in this set. And they give it to Cardinal. Makes a cut, and he's hit down after a gain of about 2, maybe 3. They're going to give him forward progress to the 35. So it'll be 3rd down and 1.
Number 44.
For the most part today, Chadron State been very good against the run. Well, Thunderbolts had 3rd and 1 on the last drive when they were on offense and couldn't pick it up.
Miller Lite is the official beer sponsor of the Csu-Pueblo Thunderbolts.
See if they just try a blast play here with Cardinal up the middle.
Or AJ, even.
Long count, straight drop back. Going to throw the out pattern, and it sails high, but Clark makes the grab. Did he have a foot down? He only need one, and indeed he did at the 40-yard line. It is a completion. The pass a little high and a little outside, but give credit to Larry Clark with those good hands, Joe. He snatched it out of the sky and was able to get 1 foot down. That's all you need.
Well, and for our listeners who don't know much about Larry Clark, neither do we. He's been here for 5 games. He's a transfer from San Diego State. Got a little sideways with that program. Csu-Pueblo has a lot of visitors during the week, and a lot of them are NFL scouts. And I saw during 1 week there were 3 of them, and I go, who are they looking at? They're looking at Larry Clark.
1st and 10, Thunderwolves from the 40-yard line. Run the ball to the middle to Cardinal. He bangs in there for about 3. Time now is getting away from him. Down to 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Thunderwolves trail at 14-7.
And, and A.J. Thompson is not your throwing type quarterback. I mean, that's Rex Dowson. So
I think that's only the second first down of the game for the Thunderwolves right there. Kalen Anderson in the game. He splits wide to the right. Clark to the left. Cardinal the lone back here in the double tight end set. And they fake the draw play. Thompson now will roll left. Fires ahead. Ball high, but caught by Smith. And here's one of those passes, Joe. It was an errant pass, but Smith made his quarterback look halfway good by going up to get the ball. But the trouble is, he had to make such an effort to catch it, he can't run with it. If he's able to catch that in stride, he's got the sideline.
All the way down to the Chadron 45, 2:26 and counting.
But positive side is it, Thunderwolves have got their second first down today in a drive. 14-7, Chadron on top. Smith in motion to the right side. Now he'll reset. And they're going to hand the ball left side to Cardinal. And he gets forward for maybe a couple down to the 42-yard line. Now the Thunderwolves got to get up on the line of scrimmage here and get things moving a little bit here.
And they're not. They're going back to the huddle.
So precious time ticking away. We're down to 1:50 to go. Still haven't got the play call. Still haven't got it. Now AJ has it and delivers it to the huddle. We're down to 1:40 to go here on 2nd down and 8. Both tight ends to the right side of the formation. Actually, triple tight end set all to that side. And they fake the draw. Now Thompson rolling right. He's under pressure. Hurdles the tackler. Looks up the sideline. Fires downside. And he's got it inside the 10. Flag comes down. Thunderwolves going to have an illegal man downfield here.
Yep.
Play took so long. The Thunderwolves tackle, I think it was Ty McCauley, was across the line of scrimmage.
And that head linesman couldn't wait to make that call.
This will bring it all back as they hit Morgan Smith way downfield.
Eligible player, number 74, illegally downfield during the pass.
You called it, Ty McCauley.
Previous spot, still 2nd down.
That'll bring it back. It was the right call, make no doubt about it. Ty had leaked out of there, but the reason is it took so long with... It's hard for a lineman sometimes to stay there. You're thinking, well, he's going to run with it. I got to go down and block somebody, and I think that's what happened to Ty McCauley there. He just drifted down the field, and he was a good 4 or 5 yards down the field.
Nowhere near the play, though.
Exactly.
Nowhere near the play.
Straight drop back this time by AJ. Steps up, throws a screen pass. Right side, caught by Cardinal. He's got it in stride. Breaks one tackle and hit down at the 40-yard line. Thunderwolves now probably ought to take a timeout. And indeed they will. With 1:13 to go here in the first half, they'll face 3rd and about 4 when they come back after this timeout. They trail at 14-7 on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
14-7, Thunderwolves down, facing 3rd and 4 from the Chadron State 39-yard line. Thompson walks right out to the line of scrimmage. He'll be in the pistol. He's got Anderson and Washington to the left, Clark to the right here. Looks like Fred Dort, or is that Cardinal in the game?
That's Dort.
Dort's in there. Here on 3rd and 4. AJ takes the snap. Here comes pressure. Pass out in the flat. Caught by Washington. He's got the first down. He gets out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. Alertly getting out of bounds that time was O'Shea. Caught the ball and got up the field, but angled toward the sideline. Good delivery that time by AJ.
Yeah, quick, decisive. A little bit of smoke on that. 8-yard pass.
So it's 1st and 10 Thunderwolves with 1:08 to go here in the first half. Down 14-7. Lloyd Mills into the game for the first time. He lines up in the slot to the right side for the Thunderwolves. Clark wide to the left. Wise wide to the right. Dort remains in there at tailback from the pistol. AJ straight drop back. Looks left. Fires left. Caught by the tight end Boyd. Gets up the sideline and out of bounds. He'll be a right close to the first down. About a yard short it looks like. Gain of 9. It'll be 2nd down and 1. But the play only took 5 seconds.
2nd and 2.
You're going to spot him at the 23, so it'll be 2nd and 2 for the Thunderwolves after the gain of 8. Mills stays in. He's in the slot to the right. Wise wide to the right. Clark wide to the left. That's the short side of the field. Dort stays in there from the pistol. Thompson takes the snap, looks left, pumps, goes over the middle. Caught by Clark. In the clear. Touchdown! Larry Clark on the post, and AJ right on the money with that one. And the Thunderwolves an extra point away from tying this game up. Now, Joe, that was a good delivery right there. AJ, perfect pass on the post. And he had to wait a little pump fake, and then he zipped it in there. Taylor to try the extra point to tie this game up. Good snap, ball's down. Kick is blocked. So all that feel good. It's just going to be an uphill slog all day, it feels like. 57 seconds to go here in the first half. Thunderwolves within 1 on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
Well, Thunderwolves clawing their way back in this ball game, but even when you do that, Joe, you get a negative play. That's the first block since the 3rd game of the year. I think it was South Dakota Mines when he had 2 blocked, but Nathan Taylor a little low on that kick.
Jim, 1 point loss is a loss. Now you're chasing.
Here's the kick.
They're trying the pooch now. That ball's short.
Taken at the 12-yard line. Chance for the return here. There's an opening up the middle. Look out! And he gets taken down at the 50-yard line. My, oh my. Just missed that kick. They've been kicking it deep with this direction, but he just missed the kick. And John Riston right into the freshman's ear after that one. Well, wondering what happened.
You missed the extra point. You get it blocked. I don't know if that was the kicker's fault. Kind of looked like it was from our angle. Then you can't. We have the wind behind you, and you can't get it to the goal line.
Yeah, you just hit that kickoff fat, it looked like. So now Chadron State with 49 seconds to go. They got a chance here to get some points going into the locker room.
Jim, I can't see too good. I got to put on my sunglasses because I've never seen a smile so big from A.J. Thompson.
Yeah, exactly. He's excited. Got his job back, he feels like. And they fake the bubble screen now. A little shovel pass left side. Caught, breaking a tackle, spinning down to about the 44-yard line of the Thunderwolves. They faked the bubble screen right, then came back like a little shovel pass to the left side. Oh, was caught by Jackson. Straight drop back here on 2nd and 4. They go up the left side. Should be picked up, and it's dropped.
LaRon Tarkington is out.
He's his own worst enemy today. He prevented an interception earlier, breaking it up from his teammate. That one he had right in his mitts, and he dropped it. So it's 3rd and 4 now for the Eagles from their own, or from the 44-yard line of the Thunderwolves. We're down to 27.9 seconds to go here in the first half. Thunderwolves trailing it 14-13.
That's how Vincent gets balls picked off. That ball just floated up there.
Double wide out right, single wide out left. Thunderwolves close to being in the neutral zone here, and now they're moving along the line of scrimmage. Looked like the left tackle moved for Chadron State. And it will be a false start against the Eagles.
False start. Number 73 of the offense. 5 yards, still third down.
Guilty party is Matt Barden, junior out of Cherry Creek Trail High School in Aurora.
It's a beautiful school.
3rd and 9 now for the Eagles from the 49-yard line of the Thunderwolves. 27 seconds to go here, first half. They're going to run the ball up the middle, and not much there. Now a flag comes in. We're getting an illegal block, I believe, here. Brandon Henry is upset, wondering if he's going to get ticketed, but I think it's going to be a chop block.
Yeah, it's going to be on Chadron.
And problem with the microphone again. It is a chop block. Legal block down the field. He went right at the knees of Brandon Henry. It's like a clip.
Illegal block below the waist. Number 86 in the outfit. 15 yards.
Yeah, John wants anything out of field goal range right now.
I think the reason Brandon Henry's so upset is because you're going after a guy's knees, and that's what upsets you. Timeout taken by Chadron State. 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They lead it 14-13 on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
21.7 seconds to go here in the first half. Both teams still around their respective coaches on the sidelines.
This has been one of the strangest halves we've had all year. Leave it to the last game of the season.
Oh, Joe, the ebbs and flows.
We have seen ebb and flow today.
All right, 3rd and a long ways here. 3rd and 21 for Chadron State. I would think the Thunderbolts defense played a little close to the vest here, let anything underneath them here. They're going to rush 4. They set up the screen right side and going nowhere, maybe about 3.
John calls a timeout with 16 seconds to go. They want a shot at blocking that punt.
And timeout on the field. 16 seconds to go here in the first half. We'll take one with them. 14-13, Chadron on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
14-13, Chadron State with the lead. Punt formation. Punter's been pretty good today, though. For Chadron State, Zach Smith.
Well, give Daniel Wise on senior day a chance to throw down some electricity.
He stands at his own 18-yard line over on the left hash mark. That's where they've been directionally kicking, to this side of the field. We'll see if they cross him up this time. And the kick is away.
Good kick.
Wise going to have a chance, though. Handles it at the 14-yard line. Looks to make a move. Stumbles a bit. Looking for a big block. It's one. He's across the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Here we go. Down the sideline. And knocked out of bounds.
With no time left.
He was trying to get out of bounds, thinking we might get a chance for a field goal try, but time has run out. Now the official's still waiting to see here if they should have stopped the clock. Everybody kind of milling around here.
Well, some of the officials are headed to the locker room. And Chadron's not giving them a chance.
And it will be the end of the first half. So almost a promising end for the Thunderbolts. It was exciting. Halftime from the Thunderbowl. Chadron State leads it 14-13 on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
And welcome back to the Thunderbowl. Thunderbolts trailing at halftime here, 14-13 to Chadron State. Let's tell you how we got here. As Chadron State started the game fast. Thunderbolts on their first possession of the game. They went 3 and out. Chadron State took over at their own 49-yard line. It would take them 7 plays to go 51 yards. Jack Dobbins hauling in an 8-yard strike from Matt Vinson. The extra point was good. It was 7-0 Chadron at that point. They would bounce back a little bit later in the first half after a 55-yard, 13-play drive. Derek Jackson going over from the final yard out on a elevated, looked like Marcus Allen in the old days for the Raiders, flying over the top of the pile. Extra point was good. It made it 14-0. Chadron State on top at the end of the first quarter. Chadron State was poised to extend the lead midway through the second quarter, but that's when Joseph Jones stepped in front of the pass. He goes 82 yards officially for the touchdown on the pick six. Extra point was good. Thunderwolves were within 7 at 14-7 with 6:02 to go. And then late in the first half, Thunderwolves would mount a 74-yard drive in 10 plays. The final 23 coming on a strike from A.J. Thompson to Larry Clark on the post pattern. Clark taking in after hauling the ball inside the 10, raced into the end zone after breaking a tackle. Extra point was blocked, however, so Chadron State able to hold its lead going to the locker room. The last play of the first half, a lot of conversation when I went down to the office outside the officials. Everybody wondering why Daniel Wise stepped out of bounds. I guess nobody else could see. There was a player there for Chadron State forcing him out of bounds, and I think Daniel Wise had in his mind to get out of bounds perhaps and allow the Thunderbolts to get a chance for a field goal on the last play of the half, but time had run out. In fact, I was talking to a couple of the booth officials, and I told them, I go, hey, we needed a little help from our hometown clock operator, which they thought was hilarious. That was kidding them a little bit, that needed that extra little second on the clock to maybe get that field goal to give the Thunderbolts a lead at halftime. First half numbers, not a lot of them to speak of. This has been a defensive struggle. 9 first downs for Chadron State. Thunderbolts with only 5. 49 yards on the ground, 86 through the air, 135 yards total offense for Chadron State on 42 plays from scrimmage. Thunderbolts with 32 on the ground, 74 through the air, only 106 yards total offense on 29 plays from scrimmage. Thunderbolts penalized 5 times for 50. Chadron State 6 times for 60 yards. Time of possession, Chadron State 17:47. Thunderbolts only 12 minutes and 13 seconds of possession time. Chadron was 4 of 10 on third down. Thunderbolts only 2 of 7. Chadron did convert a fourth down as well in the first half. They were 2 of 2 in the red zone. Thunderbolts did not have any snaps in the first half in the red zone. Remember, their touchdown from Clark came outside the red zone from the 23-yard line. And their other touchdown, of course, was on the pick six. Individual numbers, Cody Paul, 3 carries for 20 yards. Coy, 6 for 19. Jackson, 6 for 10. For the Thunderbolts, Cardinal, 5 for 12. Michi, 6 for 12. Thompson, 1 for 6. Dort, 2 for 2. Vincent, 14 of 26, did have the 1 interception. It was costly. Went for a touchdown, 86 yards. He also threw a touchdown in the first half. Cody Paul, on the first play from scrimmage in the game, threw a pass on the halfback option. It was incomplete. Probably should be nothing, actually, because there was a penalty on the play, pass interference, so he actually shouldn't be credited with a pass in the first half. Dowson, 1 of 9, 1 interception for only 10 yards. He was pulled from the game. A.J. Thompson came in. A.J. goes 6 for 6, 64 yards, and the touchdown strike. Jackson, 3 receptions for 5 yards. Hooper, 2 for 14. Dobbins, 2 for 14 and the touchdown. Gray, 2 for 10 for the Eagles. Clark, 3 for 38 plus the score. Morgan Smith, 1 for 12. Boyd, 1 for 8. Cardinal, 1 for 8 for the Thunderwolves. Defensive numbers, Box with 4 tackles. Eisman, Blair, and Johnson with 3 apiece for Chadron State. For the Thunderwolves, Sam Singleton with 10 tackles in the first half. Payer with 6. Merrill and Kelly with 5 apiece. Take a look at scores from around the country. We mentioned a lot of things had to go right today for the Thunderwolves if they were to win this game and then try to sneak into the playoffs. Well, it isn't going to happen, as the finals already in today. In the region, Ashland, who came in ranked 9th. Thunderbolts came in ranked 10th, by the way. Ashland came in ranked 9th. They won. They defeated Ohio Dominican 34-21. Ferris State, who was ranked 6th in the region, they won 51-17. Mines earlier today, they defeat Black Hills. Get this final, folks. 83-28 is the final. Mines making a statement, trying to get into the playoffs. They sit on the outside looking in. Remember, only 7 get in. 83-28 is the final. Mines over Black Hills State. And the other game that we're keeping a close eye on, well, I don't see. Let's see. Mesa leading late. Or has that gone final? Have they? Azusa wins. Azusa came back and wins the ball game. And my scoreboard hadn't updated yet, but it's not a final, but Azusa leads 28-23 perhaps, or is it 24-23? Somewhere in there. But anyway, Mesa's ahead, so we'll keep an eye on that ball game right now. Some of the other scores from around the region today, or from around the country in Division II. The finals that we have, Grand Valley State, they're number 1 in Super Region 4. They had to survive. They defeat Wayne State today, 24-21. Tough end of the year for Wayne State. They lose their last 3 of the year, all to ranked opponents. Other finals, number 8, California of Pennsylvania. They defeated Kutztown 49-7. Number 11, IUP of 42-13 win over Bloomsburg. Number 14, LIU Post. They defeat Assumption today 43-23. We mentioned the Ferris State final. They're 16th in the country. They defeat Saginaw Valley today 51-17. Number 17, Ashland. Also number 9 in this region. They defeat Ohio Dominican today 34-21. Virginia State pulls off the upset today over number 18 Tuskegee. 45-35 is the final there. Some other scores from Division II as we go down here to pick them off as we work our way through. Number 4 Shepherd. They defeat Urbana 38-14. Number 23 Florida Tech defeats Delta State today 42-16. Number 13, Central Missouri over Lindenwood, 35-7. Number 22, Southwest Baptist, who is also the third-ranked team in Super Region 4. They lead Lincoln, Missouri today, 50-12. Big upset today in Super Region 4 and the country. Eastern New Mexico pulls off the upset. They knock off Midwestern State, 30-28. Midwestern State to come in ranked 2 in this region, but they lose today, so they'll still be in the playoffs, but they're going to be knocked down a peg. It'll be interesting to see if they are still able to hold on to a home date next week. But any way you look at it, though, it is a very damaging loss today on their home turf to Eastern New Mexico. Once again, the final there, 30-28. Number 12, Minnesota Duluth. They knock off St. Cloud 48-34. We're going to take a quick 1-minute timeout. Back with the second half right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
And welcome back to the Thunderbowl. Thunderwolves trail it 14-13 here as we get ready for the second half. Chadron State will get the ball first as they deferred after the opening coin toss. Mentioned earlier, men's basketball today had a 10-point lead, about 3 minutes to go, and they gave up the final 15 of the game. Arkansas Fort Smith, who came in today ranked 23rd in the country, come back and defeat the Thunderwolves. So a tough start for the Thunderwolves men this year. They lose their opening 2. Women will be in action later tonight up in Metro State.
Yeah, tonight will be the test for Csu-Pueblo when they're playing Lubbock Christian, who's a defending Division II champions with 35-0 last year.
Yeah. Here's the return. Cody Paul bumps into his own player, now bumps into a couple of Thunderwolves, and he goes down at about the 17-yard line.
Plus a couple of flags down there.
He looked like the old pinball wizard there, bumping into people.
7 Donnell and number 1 Emery Taylor.
Yeah, the flags are back here at about the 40, so the mark-off will come from the end of the run, which will put Chadron State back inside their own 10-yard line here.
During the return, holding, 23 in the return team. 10 yards from the end of the kick. First down.
You know, they're going to call Kyrie James on that because he had Josh Johnson. He wrapped him up.
Half the distance to the goal.
Well, special teams player extraordinaire for the Thunderwolves.
Jim, Colorado Mesa is up 26-24 with 8 minutes to go.
All right, they've got a field goal. So they've traded field goals back and forth.
Yes, that's why I was trying to get you a score, but
our internet was struggling there at halftime.
You know, they have a sound system here that's trying to provide, entertainment ambiance, but all it does is cut into every other system we have.
1st and 10 for Chadron State from their own 9-yard line. As we start this second half. Play action. Vincent going to roll left. Here comes pressure. Gets the pass away, and he just lobs it out of bounds.
That was Ian Kelly.
He was bearing down on Matt Vincent that time.
This is always my favorite part of the game as somebody who covers Csu-Pueblo is to see what Hunter Hughes and that defensive staff does at halftime. They might be the best halftime adjustment staff in the RMAC, if not the country.
So 2nd and 10 from the 9-yard line. The ball's on the right hash mark. They got 2 wideouts to the left. From the gun. Play action, screen pass, incomplete. And again, Vincent under heavy pressure that time as Ryan Merrill didn't buy the fake at all. He made a beeline for Vincent. He was just trying to dump it off there.
Almost hit a lineman.
And he was trying to get it to Max Gray, but Max Gray hadn't turned.
Jim, it looks like they found something to get their rush off just a little bit.
So now 3rd and 10 for the Eagles. Key early play here in this second half. And Chadron State heading into the wind. You don't want to have to punt it from your own end zone here to start this second half. Straight drop back. Now they're going to run a draw play.
And look who was
And it's hands off across the 10 to about the 13-yard line goes Derek Jackson. The old Statue of Liberty play is what it looked like, Joe, when you have the ball up there and all of a sudden you hand it.
He did a great job of getting away from Sam Singleton, kind of juked him, but then Sam came back and helped out on the tackle.
So it's a gain of 4 out to the 13. It's 4th down and 6.
Well, that's as good a defensive stand as you could have for Csu-Pueblo to open the half.
Now Daniel Wise this time. He's making the adjustment. He's standing almost over here to the sideline for this directional style kick from Smith. We'll see if Smith tries to cross him up and go the other way with it. No, he punts it toward the right sideline. Wise going to signal for the fair catch and haul it in at the 48-yard line. So great field position to start the second half for the Thunderbolts. And A.J. Thompson, much maligned A.J. Thompson, lost his job after the midway through the 3rd game of the year this year. Actually, midway through the 2nd game of the year. And he did nothing sort of extraordinary work there in that first half. 6 of 6.
And a touchdown. Of course, he was throwing to Larry Clark, and who wouldn't want to throw to Larry Clark?
He'll open up from the pistol. Michi is the tailback. Looks over the defense here. Straight drop back. Looks left. Here comes pressure. He gets away, though. Has a chance to run it. Nice cut across the 45 down to about the 43-yard line. So a gain of 8. 2nd down and 2 for the Thunderwolves. A.J. had pressure, but he felt it and tucked the ball away and got up into the middle of the pocket, and it opened up for him. Comes up flexing his left knee a little bit, but I think he's all right.
And this may be something that he learned on the sidelines, is we hadn't seen that from A.J. when he was the starting quarterback. He was never really ready to take off and run.
They go double wide out left as O'Shea Washington's in the game. Wise also to the left. Clark is wide to the right. And they're going to give the ball to middle to Michi. And he's got the first down to about the 40-yard line.
He got the first down, but he ate a handful of turf.
He kind of got tripped up and just ran down. So it's 1st and 10 Thunderwolves. They trail it 14-13, just underway here in the second half. Jim Brooks along with the Chieftains, Joe Cervi, bringing you to the call today. Carl Lorenson, our producer and engineer, here on Fox Sports Pueblo. We also welcome our viewers watching us on the Stretch Internet feed on the GoThunderwolves.com site. Thompson from the pistol. Straight drop back. Looks right, fires right. Almost intercepted. Boy, oh boy, he almost got his pocket picked that time as Merritt Crabtree read that pattern from his inside linebacker position, had his hands on it, couldn't haul it in.
Jim, it was the same way that Rex Dowson was picked off. They're not seeing these linebackers that are kind of dropping a little bit deeper in coverage. They're not accounting for them.
When an emergency strikes, there's no time.
2nd and 10 for the Thunderwolves.
Now wait time.
This time again it'll be Wise and Washington to the left, Clark to the right. Boyd, the tight end, comes in motion to the left side of the formation. He resets. They run the draw play to Michi. Good head of steam. He's into the secondary. He's got 9 down to the 31-yard line. You tell Michi's quickly become a fan favorite too, Joe. They just love the way he runs the ball up in the middle.
It's that little man thing, you know. Everybody roots for the underdog, the little guy.
Proud supporters of Pack Athletics. The Spirit Store, your Csu-Pueblo merchandise.
Well, as Chadron State fans, well, you got the pleasure of watching one Glenn Clinton all those years, of course, and kind of the same type of build. Maybe not quite as big, but...
And Danny Woodhead.
And, of course, with Danny. Going way back there, the former Harlan Hill warrior. Here's Thompson up the right sideline. He's got Clark, and it's broken up at the last second.
You know, Jim, that pass was slow getting there because he was wide open.
So it'll be 4th down and a yard. Thunderbolts will go for it. I think that's why you try that play there, thinking you know you're going to go for it on 4th and a yard. You try to take the shot on 3rd and 1. Problem is the Thunderbolts got stuffed earlier in this game on a 3rd and 1. That was from their own side of the field at about the 20. So here we go, 4th down and 1.
You know,
from the pistol.
Look for the quick out to Larry Clark.
Although they come up and press coverage, they're not going to make it easy for him. Thompson now goes up under center. And he fakes the spike. I don't know what he's got in mind here. Now he'll run it forward. He stops short. What in tarnation, Joe, as they would say in the cartoon, was he doing?
It was a broken play from the start, and all the linemen are walking off going, what was that?
AJ faked like he was going to spike it, or he lost control, tried to jump out of there, and then ran it back up in the middle, and he stopped about a foot short of the first down. That was squirrely, to say the least.
Yeah, that was not a good play all the way around, and so much confusion on 4th down.
So, Chadron State takes over on offense. Just when you thought the Thunderbolts are poised to restore order and get the lead back, they turn it over on downs. Benson looking into a blinding sun as it's setting in the southwest. And he's going to hand the ball up the middle. Nice carry here for Cody Paul, the reserve tailback. But he's seen the bulk of the action today. He's got 8 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Number 46, Brock Davies.
Csu-Pueblo on that play trying to grab the ball rather than the ball carrier. Next thing you know, he's carrying him for 4 yards just because they're not trying to tackle him.
Benson again from the gun. He's been there all day. Double wide out left, double wide out right. Ball's on the right hash mark. Ball's on his right hip. Looks right, fires, and caught. Getting ahead. That's Colt Foster, the receiver. He's got the first down.
It looks like Mace is going to win, Jim. Dustin Rivas blocks a field goal attempt. Scooped and scores 33 to 24 Mesa now.
Well, the Mavericks, it's been kind of a charmed season for them. Here's a handoff right side to Paul, and he's going to be thrown for a loss. Back inside his own 45-yard line. Thunderbolts got great penetration. It's been the star of the game. Joe Jones there, along with Williams, getting into the backfield to throw it for a 3-yard loss back to the 43.
Gotta love the physical play of the secondary.
2nd and 13 now for the Eagles. They're going to go trips to the left this time. Double wide out right, so all by himself is Matt Vincent.
He'll get rid of it quick.
A lot of frantic hand signals, knowing the pressure's coming. Here it comes. They're trying to set the middle screen. He's blasted. He gets it to the receiver, but he drops it.
North Shangolo got the best hit of the game so far, and that's on the quarterback.
They were trying to get the ball to Cody Paul. Vincent about 3 pump fakes and finally had to deliver it because Shangolo was bearing down.
Substitution problem right now, Jim. They're going to the hurry up.
3rd and 13 for the Eagles. And now they false start on the right side, and that's going to help the Thunderbolts out immensely because they were in a little bit of confusion there on defense.
Number 64 the offense. 5 yards. Go 3rd down.
So that'll make a tough situation even more tough for the Eagles here now. 3rd and 18 back from the 38-yard line. They lead it 14-13, 10:36 to go, 3rd quarter. Vincent again from the gun. Long count. Fans making a ruckus. Straight drop back. Here comes pressure up the middle. Gets the pass away. Almost intercepted. Brock Davies was bearing down there, and he forced kind of an errant throw. As Vincent a little high with that delivery.
You know, we saw Brock before the game warming up with a rugby football, trying to get loose, you know, that bigger, fatter football, and he was working his hips and his lats and trying to get loose, going up and down the field with a rugby ball. That time he was full speed on.
Yeah, he was coming, and Vincent knew it. He just threw it to an empty spot.
Check balances, pay bills on the go, and deposit your checks.
Zach Smith, he's been one of the most impressive punters we've seen this year. Takes the snap, gets it away, and he booms another one out of there into the wind, angles it toward the sideline. He got a little bit too much of the sideline this time, though, but it keeps it out of the hands of Daniel Wise. And they're going to say out of bounds at the 26.
Hey, fans, I have the winner of the 50.
That's where the Thunderwolves will take over.
It's on a pink ticket. Once again, a pink ticket. 06.
Well, we welcome all of our listeners. A lot of things going on up the road in Springs today. South in action today, playing
7-9 on a
football. Tough one today against Pine Creek.
They lost 42-10.
Pueblo West volleyball team up north, they lost. So a lot of people who know you're in your cars making your way back, joining us on either on your iHeartRadio app or listen to us right on AM 1350. Welcome to the broadcast. Screen pass left side. Michi has it. He's got a blocker out in front. Hurdles his way across the 30 to about the 32, 33-yard line. I guess it really wasn't a hurdle, Joe. It was kind of somersaulted.
He reminds me of another 28 who used to play here with total disregard for his body, and that's Jesse Lewis. Austin Michi's a redshirt freshman. He's going to learn in about 2 years that you don't want to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
The tub is going to hurt tomorrow doing it like that.
2nd down and 3 after the gain of 7. From the pistol this time. AJ takes the snap. Straight drop back. Looks left, fires left. Clark's out there. He's got it. And it's a completed pass. The officials made sure he secured the grab. He took a good shot on the sideline. But when it gets in his hands, usually he goes to bed. That's a first down out to the 40-yard line. Those mitts are so soft.
Well, that's the play you make when you're in your front yard with your buddies. You go right to the edge of the grass, and if your feet don't touch the sidewalk, it counts as a catch.
So it's 1st and 10, Thunderwolves from the 40-yard line. They trail at 14-13 here in the third quarter. Hand off to Michi off the right side, and he's hit after a gain of about 1 or 2 on the play. They're going to give him forward progress, maybe just across the 41. Yeah, we'll call it 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. 9:15 to go here, third quarter. 14-13, Chadron State on top.
We believe in smarter coverage because the more you know, the better you can plan for what's ahead.
We are pretty much assured that East will be in action next weekend against Holy Family, as Holy Family is up 35-0 at halftime today.
Well, that's here in Pueblo, is it not?
Yep.
We don't know if it's Friday night or Saturday.
We'll find out. Here's Thompson. Over the middle, almost intercepted. Looks like it's indeed picked off. Again by the linebacker, jumping the route, and it's picked off by Chadron State on the play. Keenan Johnson, the redshirt freshman.
I believe that's his 2nd of the day, is it not?
Yeah, he had one earlier in the game. That spelled the end of the day for Rex Dowson earlier. Picking the wrong man. So the ball goes over to Chadron State. They're still clinging to this 1-point lead. Got 8:48 to go here in the third quarter. Double wide out to each side. Ball's inside the right hash mark. The big tailback, Kevin Coy's in there, sophomore out of Davenport, Florida. He is a load. And they're going to run the draw play to him off the left side. He's hit and hit again hard. Stays on his feet somehow. The scrum moves forward down to about the 45. Thunderwolves say it's their ball as they scramble for it. No signal, though, from the officials. Looks like he is, well, one of the linemen for Chadron State ended up with it, but they're saying it was dead at the 45 anyway.
2nd down and 8.
Coming out of there with the football was Big Palmer White, senior out of Denver. Went to Horizon High School, but they brought the ball back to the 45 where they say it was dead. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Double wide out right, single wide out left. Ball's on the right hash. This time from the pistol goes Vinson. He has Coy right behind him. And he gives it to Coy off the right side, and he is hit. Sam Singleton fouling things up there immediately. Gets forward for a couple down to the 43. It'll bring up 3rd down now and 6 for the Eagles.
Sam Singleton, number 46, Bob Davies, brings up 3rd down and allowed 5.
Kind of key play here for both sides.
Chadron's the edge is off them just a little bit right now. They're not as fired up as they were in the first quarter. And Csu-Pueblo seems to turn the corner a little bit, but this game's still on edge.
Vinson looks like he's calling an audible. He's got trips to the left. He looks left, bubble screen left, caught. Thunderwolves read it, and they throw him for a yard loss. You're never going to make a living throwing that pass against the Thunderwolves defense. We saw a little bit of success last week from Dixie State, but they had a little different wrinkle about it. They brought a man in motion from the backfield over to that side, so you had an extra blocker over there.
Too fast to the edge, Jim. They're just too fast to the edge.
And it's a yard loss here, so it's going to be a 4th down and 7. So that brings on that physical punter, Zach Smith. Wise will stand back at his own 10-yard line. I'd be surprised if he gets a chance to return one here. It's a good snap. Kick is away, angles toward the left sideline, but Wise is able to get it. He's got it. Breaks one tackle, but gets forward to about the 15-yard line. Well, that was dangerous for a moment there for Chadron State. If they don't get that ankle tackle, then they had something working. So Thunderbolts take over from their own 15-yard line. They dodge a bullet after the turnover, and Chadron State goes 3 and out.
Jim, Rex Dowson doesn't even have his helmet.
Yeah, they've taken. So
I just wonder if maybe this is an injury. I don't know. Doesn't even have his helmet.
A little delay here. Now they call the ball ready for play. Thompson up under center on 1st down. And they fake the draw play. Thompson going to roll the pocket left. Fires up the left sideline. He's got O'Shea Washington with a nice grab at about the 30-yard line. All you got to get is 1 foot down, and that's what he did at the 30-yard line. Pretty good delivery that time by A.J. Rolling left. Got to twist your body and make that throw. But that's where his athleticism comes into play, though. He's good at throwing off his body. That's where, that's his specialty. So 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Dort's in the game, and he gets the handoff off the right side and goes nowhere. Going to give him a yard because they're generous. Out to the 31. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Jim, there's just nothing on the right side of that line. There's nothing on the left side of the line.
2nd down and 9.
Well, John Risson kind of was upset about it this week on the show. He said, we're just missing our home run hitter. Bernard McDonald, sometimes you'd run for a yard, and all of a sudden he'd run for 50. And they just don't have that explosion anymore out of their backfield, and so it just feels like you're always slogging uphill with the running game. 2nd and 9. Thompson, straight drop back. Here comes pressure up the middle. He ducks underneath it, but they get him by the jersey. Breaks away again, though. Now he backtracks, throws it out of bounds. Thunderbolts had to be close to almost having a man downfield on the line, but A.J. somehow avoided the sack, got forward, but then they got on him again. And he saves the loss. They're going to say Dort was in the area on the intended pass.
That's generous. In the intended area, like the zip code.
3rd and 9 for the Thunderwolves. Clark will split wide to the left. Washington and Anderson wide to the right. Straight drop back. Here comes pressure. Gets away. Pass up the right side. He's got a man wide open, but it's a little too tall. O'Shea Washington had a touchdown. With a pass about a yard past him.
What does that tell you about how much confidence you have in your defense? To take a shot like that in a game you're trailing in your own territory. It means, all right, we'll punt it. Our defense is good.
Man, O'Shea was there.
Jim, he couldn't have been more open. And now you're punting it to the dangerous Cody Paul.
2 touchdowns from punt formation this year. Here's the punt. It's away. High spiraling kick. Paul's got a chance, though. He got a little bit of room here. Takes it at the 21. Breaks the first tackle. Breaks another tackle. Across the 25, 30, 35. You're finding out why he's so dangerous. Out across the 40 to about the 41-yard line. There just wasn't a lot of room there, but he took what room he had and made the most of it.
Jim, we use this term way too often. He outkicked his coverage.
Exactly.
That punt was so good that Cody Paul had a lot of room to kind of see the field, and then he just, which lane he picked was right up the middle.
Made that first man miss.
50 raffle on a pink ticket, 061.
Oh, Chadron State with decent field position here. The 41-yard line. They're operating into the wind here in this quarter.
Pink ticket. You can go to the southwest corner of the field and claim your jackpot.
Going to go trips to the left, double wide out right. Vincent looking for the bubble screen left, pump fake, now looks over the middle, here comes pressure, and they've got him, now shovel pass ahead, it's caught for a gain of about a yard. That was a little improvisation there. Thunderbolts have the ball now, but they've blown it dead. I think he actually passed it, Joe, it looked like with his left hand, as he was about to be sacked. And it's almost like he flipped it out of there with his left hand forward. Ends up being a gain of a couple on the play, out to the 43-yard line. So 2nd and 8.
Not sure why they stopped the clock there.
Maybe it's because the Thunderbolts had run that ball back a little bit, but we're ready to go now. Vincent going to run the ball up the middle, trying to get outside with it. And, somehow Jackson stayed on his feet. That was nifty. Derek Jackson, the Public West product. Yep, they're going to say his knee was down back here at the 45-yard line.
It'd be nice to hear a whistle. Just saying. It would be nice to hear a whistle.
A unique idea, wouldn't it? Third down, 5 for the Eagles. We're under 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Chadron State leads it 14-13. Long count. Vincent straight drop back. Here comes pressure up the middle. Gets the pass away, and it is caught by the big... it's dropped. Had it momentarily, but then he couldn't secure it, and it came loose, so the Eagles will have to punt the ball away again.
That's their best part of their game so far, is their punt game. This has to be their 8th or 9th punt of the game.
A lot of them.
It's like when the Colquitt brothers play against each other.
Yeah, it's a punt fest.
Jeez,
Well, Smith had 5 in the first half. That's at least his 4th. I guess you're right. It'd be about his 9th punt of the day here. Wise had 1 great return, but that was at the last play of the first half. Didn't get it to the house. Booming kick. Wise now will take it, and he drops it out of bounds. He was trying to stay in bounds, Joe. You can't blame him for really dropping it because he had to be so concerned with his feet staying in bounds. And he just had it on his hands for a moment. I don't think he's going to go anywhere anyway. So it's at the 10-yard line where the Thunderbolts take over. In the battle of field position today, it's been a definite big red check mark for Chadron State.
Their punter may be their MVP today.
And it doesn't matter which direction he's kicking. He says, I don't care about any wind. So A.J. up under center. Michi to play tailback on this series. Double wide out left, the short side of the field. Now they bring a man in motion. That's Smith, the tight end. He'll reset right behind the left guard. Bubble screen left dropped by O'Shea Washington. Looked like they had it diagnosed pretty good, but he was probably going to get at least 5.
Yeah, I mean, long handoff.
So 2nd down and 10.
Catch it and then go. He kind of looked up as he saw it. He got the ball and looked downfield.
Boy, that missed extra point just looming large, isn't it? It's like a heaviness over the Thunderbolts right now. From the pistol this time is A.J. And he's going to roll the pocket right. Fires it right. And incomplete. It looked like Wise battling the sun that time. At the last minute, he kind of stuck out his left hand to try to stab it. I think he couldn't see it initially.
Yeah, half the stadium is in the shade now, but that part was not.
He's looking right back at sun setting to our right as we look at it now, and behind us, of course.
And you wonder why they didn't move this up to 1 o'clock with daylight savings.
Yeah, daylight savings is over. Move the game to 1. That's what you should have done. That's that forward-thinking thing, though, Joe. 3rd down and 10. And A.J. thinking about quarterback draw. He gets forward. He's across the 15, out to about the 18. That's it, though. He'll be short of the first down. He's upset. He'll have to come out of the game. Thunderbolts have to punt the ball away again here. Still trailing 14-13. 3:10 to go in the third quarter.
Jim, that was a designed run, that quarterback draw. But the initial hole wasn't there. He had to switch gears a little bit, and that kind of took it out of its rhythm. David Cardinal late getting in for the formation.
Tanner Kuda to punt it away. Booms it out of there. High high spiraling kick. Paul signals fair catch, and he'll take it at the 33-yard line.
Fair catch taken by the Eagles.
As he had Fredlet Dort bearing down on him on special teams. So he made the wise decision, took the fair catch. They're going to mark it at the 34, and that's where Chadron will take over on offense again. Well, they've had a lot of chances, Joe, in this game to extend the lead, and they haven't been able to do it. Remember, they led it 14-0. Since then, their offense unable to get anything mounted, plus they've given up a pick six in that meantime. But here in this quarter, in particular, they had that one chance after the interception. Just unable to get that drive to get them some separation. And they're going to run their version of it. Looks like the Wildcat here, Joe, as they go up the middle with the run.
Stephen Brown.
Yeah, that's Stephen Brown who took the snap. As they've taken Vincent out of the game, we'll have to see if there's something wrong with Vincent.
No, I think it was just for a play. Yeah, I just think it was the play.
Gain of about 8. It's second down and 2.
They're going to stay with it for another play or two.
About 2.
Vincent takes the snap. He'll run it right up the middle. And he's hit down right close to the first down. I thought he was short, but they got their foot up there on the 44-yard line, so they're going to move the chain. They've already had.
Yeah, they moved it right away.
That's the modern way of officiating. If it's anywhere close, they said, just move it forward. Let's get things going.
Just under 2 minutes now in the third quarter.
They stay in the Wildcat. And they give the ball this time to Paul around the right side. He's got the midfield down to 45, 40. First and 10 in Thunderbolt's territory. Cody Paul keeping those legs a-churning. So Chadron State's offense is stalled, so they turn to this Wildcat formation, and they got something working. They're down to the 36-yard line. Pretty good change of pace.
Wonder why we haven't seen more of that for Csu-Pueblo.
And they bring Paul in motion. I think it's going to be kept this time, trying to run left and going down. Slam to the turf is Stephen Brown. Stephen Brown loses one this time. He'll be second and 11 from the 37-yard line.
Brandon Payer not fooled that time.
Now they're going to change up and bring the conventional offense back in. Here on second and long, Matt Vincent back in. Here on second down and 11 from the 37-yard line of the Thunderbolts. 1 minute to go here, third quarter. 14-13. Chadron State on top. Straight drop back, bubble screen right. Caught. Thunderbolts have it diagnosed. Getting forward is Jack Dobbins for a few yards. Flag is down. Might be one of these illegal blocks as they're going down low today. Flag is laying at about the 30-yard line. The play ended at the 33. It would have been a gain of 4. Thunder will say march him back here. I think you got to. You don't want to be third and 6 or second and long. You're going to go second and long. Here's the call.
Block below the waist. Number 15 in the offense. 15 yards from the end of the run. Still second down.
That's twice we've seen that call today. Illegal block below the waist.
Yeah, it puts them all the way back to the 48. You had to take this one.
It's a 15-yard penalty.
Second and 22?
Yeah, second and 22 as opposed to third and 6. That's a no-brainer.
Second down at about 22.
Why it took so long, we have no idea, but sometimes they just want to explain all the options to show what they know what they're doing. They go double wide out left. Single wide out right. They have a tight end in the formation on the left side. Ball's on the right hash. Vincent takes the snap. He looks bubble screen right. Caught. Now they're going to hand the ball. If it's loose, Thunderbolts have it. They try the gadget play, and it blows up in Chadron State's face, and the Thunderbolts get it on the turnover.
Like the hook and ladder. They slip down the ladder, Jim.
Now the official's talking it over whether it should be an incomplete pass, but no way. The ball was caught, and then he tried to hand the ball off.
Yeah, no, he caught the ball and then tried to ladder it like the hook and ladder. And the official on the far side is pointing to Csu-Pueblo. He said they have the ball.
Yeah, he says, Thunderbowl. He says, I saw it all the way. Don't even come in here and try to overrule me.
Covered by the defense.
Yeah, and that's the right call, Jim.
Oh, Thunderbolts take over. That just flips the field in a big-time hurry. Thunderbolts now at the Chadron State 45-yard line with 17 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Thunderbolts have to take advantage here. AJ up under center. Cardinals in to play tailback on this series. And he'll get the ball. He'll try to get around the edge. He's got something. Cuts it back inside. Now back outside. Down the sideline. 35, 30 to about the 27-yard line.
David Cardinal seeking contact.
Well, he dipped outside, back inside, then back outside again. And that will be a first down Thunderwolves as they stop the clock temporarily here to move the chains.
One of the Chadron players, I think that when they hit head on, Jim.
Might have been knocked a little silly here, and that's Brian Wood. He doesn't know where he's at.
He's going to get escorted to the sideline because he and David Cardinal collided like two trains.
And now he's going to start the slow jog off the field, but he was out of sorts there for a little bit. Clock will roll here once they call it ready for play. Thunderbolts don't have to, they might not get a play off here. They wind the clock.
You have the time, though. I mean, you have the wind.
Down to 6 seconds to go, and now AJ's looking. He might try to run the play. He's up under center, and he does run the play. Straight drop back, going for it all for Clark. Oh, broken up. And broken up there by Steve Allen, the junior out of Knoxville, Tennessee, preventing the touchdown. But we go to the fourth quarter. Thunderbolts on the move. They're down by 1 on Fox Sports Pueblo. He gets outside. 20, 15, 10, 5, down at the 2-yard line. Flag is down, though, behind the play. It just came in. It lands at the 19-yard line. This is all coming back.
Of course it is.
See who the call is going to be on for the Thunderwolves. You know it's going against them, though, here.
Billy's block waste. We're 64 of the offense.
Corbin Feenstra.
Final foul. Still second down.
And he's the...
Well, we haven't seen this call all year. The illegal block below the waist, that signal, and we've had it 3 times now in this game.
And it's a hefty penalty. It's a 15-yard penalty.
It's almost like it was a point of emphasis in the meeting this week. We haven't called this much all year. We better call this. So it ends up being a 10-yard gain, but then a 15-yard mark-off makes it second down now and 16 from the 34.
Well, what a great run by David Cardinal, Jr.
Now A.J. under center, brings Smith in motion. He'll reset on the right side. Hand off to Michi. He goes up the middle, 30, 25, nice cut, 20, 15, down to about the 12, still on his feet. He refuses to go down. They push him forward inside the 10. Now the whistles blow. Michi's into the end zone, but the whistle had already blown. He never went to the turf. That was an inspiring run there by Austin Michi.
He's going to get that first down now. Now, Ty McCauley's talking smack. He's going to get blown for a personal foul if he doesn't get on his side of the ball.
So they mark it at the 12 where the whistle blew. But Michi, he was not going to go down there, Joe. He just kept battling.
It's fun to watch.
Now they got to reset the play clock. The clock's running as well. Now they get things straightened out. Thompson up under center here. They send Smith in motion to the left side of the formation. Resets. They're going to hand the ball to Cardinal up the middle. Across the 10. Bangs his way inside the 10 down to about the 8-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 9, so it'll be a gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
It's a great run by David Cardinal. It was a 4-yard run, but it was a statement run right there. It's like, yes, we're going to bring this to you right now.
Well, Thunderwolves already have had an extra point blocked in this game. You don't want to try to settle for a field goal here. You want to put that thing in the end zone. AJ's upset with the offensive staff. He says, give me the play. Now he shouts it out to the huddle. We're down to 12 on the play clock already. You can see why he's frustrated. Now they have confusion. The tight ends now line up on the left side. And play action. Thompson fires back, corner route, end zone. That's got to be interference, doesn't it?
Yep.
There comes the flag. They had to really talk the referee into it over on that left side as Clark was trying to get free to make the grab. Interference on Chadron State in the end zone. That'll put the ball at the 2-yard line.
Jim, that's a good call.
Pass interference. Number 1 on the defense. All replacement, 2-yard line. Automatic first down.
Jim, Steve Allen never looked back at the ball, never looked for the ball, kind of face guarded, if you will.
And Clark could never get his hands up.
Yeah, no.
Exactly. So first and goal, Thunderwolves from the 2-yard line. 14-13, Chadron State on top, but Thunderwolves poised here to take the lead. Thompson will go up under center. Cardinal is the back. Clark lines up wide to the left. The tight end shift to the left side. They're unbalanced on that side. Thompson will hand it to the Cardinal on the left side. And he is hit immediately. The defense gets in there into the backfield, and they're going to throw Cardinal for a loss. All those blockers, all those tight ends, they draw a crowd. And Chadron State with a good stunt on the defensive front. Throw him for a yard loss. It'll be second and goal from the 3. Now we'll see what adjustment the Thunderwolves make. They bring 2 of the tight ends out of the game as Riston and Smith come out. Still a long time to get the calls in here. We're down to 15 on the play clock. Boyd, the only tight end that stays in the game. He'll line up on the left side of the formation. Double wide out left, single wide out right. That's where Clark is. Straight drop back. Fire right. And it's into the end zone. Looks like a touchdown, and it is to Larry Clark. He dived to the turf. He had it. He looked back at the official. He says, give me the call. And the hands went up. LC with a great grab. And, you know, AJ, he threw it in the only place he could, Joe. He threw it low, and where Clark was the only guy that could get it. And Clark went down and grabbed it, snares it for the touchdown. That was impressive.
It's Larry Clark. I wish we knew you. You know, I really do.
And now the Thunderbolts will go for 2 here. As the old card that they carry around, Joe. They say they carry around a card somewhere, and it's down there. Fourth quarter, 5-point game. You go for 2. They'll go from the pistol this time. Cardinal stays in there, double wide out right, single wide out left. Bring the man in motion. That's Washington to the right side. They're going to roll the pocket right now. AJ going to keep it, tucks it under, tries to get outside, breaks the tackle, sprint to the corner, and he's in. 2-point conversion for AJ Thompson. That was a brilliant run. 12:31 to go. Fourth quarter, Thunderwolves lead it 21-14 on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
Oh, you gotta love A.J. Thompson, Joe. He's a good teammate. He's never really held his head down. Of course, he's upset he lost his job, but I like what he did right here. He just walked down right in front of the fans and said, come on, let's get into it. And the fans kind of saluted him.
Well, A.J. Thompson, like I've written a million times, if smiles and confidence were touchdowns, this would be the highest scoring team on the land because he is fun to be around.
Here's the kick. Going to sail to the 1, taken there by Paul. Across the 5, 10. Oh, 15, big block in the middle. He's got a chance down the sideline, breaks some tackles, and back into the middle of the field and goes down at the 42-yard line. Saving tackle. Flag is down, though, Joe, back at the 14. Good call there. I see your hand pointing. You reminded me, not quite like Charles Hurley last night, waving your hands frantically.
You know, Charlie Hurley has seizures when he tells you there's a flag. I just kind of pointed down around the 14-yard line there, Jim.
Man, there were some bodies being upended there on that.
The waist. Number 1 of the return team.
Illegal block of the waist again.
It's a point of emphasis with this crew. Troy Antill.
You know who Troy Antill is? He's the Keith Lane lookalike.
That's right.
Where did we have him with Black Hills?
I think that's right. It was Black Hill State. Well, this crew specializes. I don't remember them calling in that game. It's just been out in force here in this one. 7-yard line is where Chadron State will start this possession. Trailing 21-14 for the first time today. They hand the ball up the middle, and it goes nowhere.
That's the big one.
Thunderbolt's defense was ready for Kevin Coy. And when I say heavy dose, I mean heavy dose of Kevin Coy. He's 212 pounds, but that might be a little light on that weight.
That's summer weight where you're outside sweating all the time. His playing weights, I guarantee you he's 225.
Today's game, 5,523.
Second down and 9. They give him a gain of a yard out to the 8-yard line. Vincent from the pistol this time. Double wide out right, single wide out left. Ball's on the right hash. Now Vincent, he's calling an audible here. Take the snap. He's going to give it off the left side. Now trying to cut back in. Getting out across the 10 to about the 12-yard line is Kevin Coy. So brings up third down now. 3rd and 5 for the Eagles. We're down to 11:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Thunderbolts lead it 21-14.
You want to put this game away? You stop them right here.
Fans making a racket. They've been today. Great drop back by Vincent. They flush him from the pocket, but he's going to be able to run forward and get the first down. He slides down to the turf as they were flying at him. Darius Williams is coming up and ready to bring the wood. And he slides to the turf at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
There's nothing you hate worse than as a defender than that. Do all that good job. You got great coverage. Everybody's doing their job. All the linemen are occupied. And what does he do? Takes off for 8 right up the middle.
Ball's at the 20-yard line. Vincent straight drop back. Here comes pressure up the middle. They flush him. Rolls to his right. Looks. He fires it down the middle of the field. He's going for it all. And it's broken up. Almost picked off. Boy, the Thunderbolts lucky they didn't get called for interference there as Henry with quite a battle. And look at the coaching staff across the way for Chadron State. I don't blame him on that one. That looked like a little bit of jostling there by Henry trying to get back into play.
You know, it was some hand checking, but he turned his body, so he wasn't like face guarding or whatever, and he was just kind of going to the ball.
So 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles after all that. Ball's on the left hash mark. The field completely in shadows now. That's nice. Don't have the sun to worry about anymore. High snap, but it's handled. They give it off the right side to the big tailback Coy. And he gets forward for about 4 to the 24-yard line. We'll make this 3rd down manageable now for Chadron State.
Chadron State, 6. They have not abandoned the run. That's what they do.
And again, the fans will come to their feet. A few of them. They're all making noise. Leading the cheers down here on the sideline for the Thunderbolts, the big lineman Keith Head. I think you want to do what he says. Look left. Here comes pressure. They flush him. He's under pressure. Gets the pass away, but he just throws it into the Chadron State bench. Like Sam Singleton coming through there on the blitz. Was the main culprit, forces the errant throw.
Great stand. Csu-Pueblo defense.
Number 45 was in the area.
Again, in the area, meaning in the zip code.
Yeah, in the area where the ball dropped is in the front row of the stands across the way.
They said number 45, Colt Faster was in the area, but I don't think Colt's got a pass on you.
Zach Smith to punt it away.
Oh, good punt.
Riding the wind, angling toward the left sideline, and goes out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That's flipping the field right there.
He's done it all game long.
50 yards, 51 yards.
He's done it all game long, Jim.
No return, so the Thunderbolts take over at their own 25. 9:38 to go here in the fourth quarter. Thunderbolts lead it 21-14. Their first possession on offense today with the lead. See what they can do with it. A.J. Thompson, the quarterback. If you're just joining us, Rex Dowson, 1 for 9 in the first half with an interception. He got pulled out of the game. A.J.'s taken over. Triple tight end set to the left. Now they bring Boyd in motion back to the right side. Meet you the lone back. They run play action. A.J. rolls left. Looks. Fires left. Clark has it on the sideline. First down. And you love the way Clark catches the ball, Joe, and he shows the officials, I have it under complete control. And it's a 1st and 10 for the Pack out to the 38-yard line.
He is the biggest and the strongest.
It's almost like he's daring the officials, say, I dare you to say I was out of bounds without control. I've got complete control. He'll come out. Y is now going to split wide to the right. Triple tight end set. They'll now all shift. All 3 tight ends on the right side of the formation. Michi is the lone back. A.J. up under center. He'll hand it to Michi around the right side. And he's hit in the backfield and go down. Gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Spencer Nate's, he's not going to want to see that one on film. He's happy this is the last game because that was not a textbook block.
Yes, Kyle Temple beat him to the punch and got the tackle. So 2nd down and 10. Clock rolls down to 8:50 to go here in the 4th quarter. Thunderbolts lead it 21-14.
Parkview Medical Center, caring for you.
Wise and Washington will split to the left this time. Both tight ends, Boyd and Smith, now shift to the left side as well. Meet you the back. Thompson under center, takes the snap, play action. He's going to roll left, sets, here comes backside pressure, ducks under him, and then is hit by the secondary pressure and goes down back at the 30-yard line. Good play by the Chadron State defense. They weren't fooled at all on that one. A.J. did well to hold on to the football.
Well, it took too long to develop. A.J., there's a lot of roll out there. You got to set your feet, and the front of the Chadron defense just collapsed that front of Csu-Pueblo's offensive line.
Now it's going to make it 3rd down and 16. The ball's at the 31-yard line. We're down to 7:55 to go here in the 4th quarter. Thunderbolts on top, 21-14. Clark wide to the right. Anderson in the game. He's wide to the left. O'Shea Washington in the slot to the left. Boyd goes in motion to the left side. Straight drop back. Under pressure. A.J. will keep it. Up the middle. 35. Almost a football. It's loose, and Chadron State has it at the 35-yard line. A.J. took a hellacious hit. Didn't have good ball security there. Now Chadron State with a chance here. A golden opportunity from the 36-yard line of the Thunderwolves.
The one thing you can't afford, Jim, that.
Especially with your defense playing as good as they are, you don't want to give them the short field. If you make them have to go 60, 70, 80 yards the rest of the way, you like your chances. But now they only have to go 36. 7:38 to go here in the 4th quarter. Trips to the right, single wide out left. The back is Derek Jackson. He's on the left hip of Vincent, who's in the gun. Takes the snap, runs the draw play, ball's loose, and it's picked up, I think, by Vincent. He never got the handoff into the hands of Jackson. They wanted to run a draw play there, but the Thunderwolves fouled it up. Brock Davies was right there where the handoff was going to be. He almost got the football. It's going to be a loss all the way back to the 43-yard line, loss of 7.
I think sometimes Chadron's getting too cute for their own britches. It's that. Why do you need that play?
2nd and 17. Vincent from the gun. And there was movement on the right side. And now they throw the flag. I mean, it's got to be a false start. How did the referee not see that?
False start. 92 in the offense. 5 yards. No 2nd down.
I mean, that was his call all the way. He was bailed out by the line judge on the far side who came in after the fact and threw the flag. But the right tackle and tight end both flinched. So 2nd down from the 48-yard line. 2nd and 22 here for the Eagles. Vincent, straight drop back. Here comes pressure up the middle. They flush him. He gets away. Pump fake flag is down. It's going to be a hold here as they had all kinds of jersey of
Alex Belconis.
Belconis flying in there. Big number 99. Hard to miss him.
Well, one guy had 1 9 and one guy had the other 9. It was like they were splitting his jersey.
It was an easy call.
Holding. He's 61 in the offense. 10 yards. No 2nd down.
But we say it's an easy call, Joe, but once in a while the officials ignore that call, you know, and they don't want to get too involved. They don't want to call a penalty every time, but sometimes you just got to.
Jim, we are at 2nd and 32.
Ball's all the way back to the 42-yard line of the Eagles. Down to 6:25 to go here, fourth quarter. Thunderbolts lead it 21-14. Vincent going to hand it off to Jackson up the middle. He breaks one tackle, gets it across the 45 to about the 47.
Now, I'm a Hunter Hughes guy, but if you give up a 3rd and 27 right now,
might as well just keep walking out the door.
Yeah, if you give up a 3rd and 27, this is a chance to put the game away.
Clock rolls down to 5:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. Fans making a lot of noise. Benson, straight drop back. Flush to the right. Sets. Looks deep. Loads it up. Fires it deep. Intercepted at the 16-yard line.
That Darius Williams?
Williams or Tarkington. Let's see who it is. Now they're mobbing him at
21.
Yeah, Tarkington. Okay. Well, LaRon's had a tough day. He broke up his own teammate's interception earlier in the game. He dropped one earlier, but he secured that one. Well, so Thunderbolts take over at their own 16-yard line.
Two of the members of this starting unit you're going to lose next year, your two safeties, Joe Jones and Laron Tarkington. They both have a pick in their final games at Csu-Pueblo.
So Thunderbolts take over at their own 16-yard line. The bad news is for the Thunderbolts, they have it inside their own 20 here. Need a couple first downs. AJ takes it, hands it off left side to Dort. Puts his head down, gets it to about the 19-yard line. He'll pick up, we'll call it 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Down to 5:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Chadron State with all 3 of their timeouts. They trail it 21-14. AJ looking to the sideline for the play call. Backup quarterback signaling it in, Brandon Edwards. There's also a coach over there we don't know who the decoy is. Wise wide to the right, Washington in the slot to the right, Clark wide to the left. From the pistol, AJ takes it, straight drop back, looks left, fires it left, incomplete. Tried to get it to Boyd, who leaked out from his tight end position. That stops the clock. So now it makes it 3rd and 7 for the Thunderwolves. Well, nothing just seems like it's going to be easy in this game, is it?
No, and nor should it be. Come on, Jim.
Yeah, it's fun.
Have a chance to win a championship here. A share of, but nonetheless.
Wise wide to the right. Washington in the slot to the right. Clark is wide to the left. Ball's on the left hash mark. Thompson's in the pistol with Dort with it. Takes the snap. Straight drop back. Here comes pressure up the middle. Gets a pass away. Goes to Clark. He's knocked out of bounds. Signal is, I think he's got it. Looks like a first down. Yes.
And they're right in front of the Chadron bench, and they're incredulous.
At the 27-yard line, another incredible grab by Larry Clark. This guy's amazing. It's better than Velcro on it.
How fun is he?
I mean, it's like the second coming of Fred Bolitnikoff. I mean, it just goes to his hands and they never go away. It just sticks in there. AJ up under center. They run the draw play up the middle. And Dort gets it out to about the 30-yard line. Here comes timeout, I think, taken by Chadron State. Yes.
They're going to start burning them now.
4:16 to go here in the fourth quarter. Thunderwolves lead it 21-14 on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Thunderwolves from their own 29-yard line. Chadron State uses the first of their 3 timeouts here with 4:16 to go. Thunderwolves need a first down, and they'll pretty much put this game. Well, 2 will put it away. 1 will go a long way toward putting it away. Double tight end set. They all line up on the right side here. Clark is wide to the right. AJ up under center. He's going to hand the ball to the right side to Dort. Has both hands on the football. Gets it across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Boy, he had that. It's like he had the Christmas ham in there, Joe, making sure it wasn't going to get away. Everybody's going to get fed.
Third down and about 6.
So 3rd and 6 now from the 31-yard line. They elect not to take the timeout here. So that means when this ball is snapped, we'll be down at the 3.5-minute mark. Wise is going to go wide to the left this time. Clark wide to the right for the Thunderwolves. Washington in the slot to the left. AJ from the pistol. They show blitz off each edge. AJ straight drop back. Here comes the pressure, and they got him.
You got to get rid of it, AJ. You don't have that kind of time.
He's taken down at the 21-yard line, flying through there on the sack. Colin Eisman, and now the timeout taken by Chadron State. 3:22 to go here in the fourth quarter. Thunderwolves by 7 on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
3:25 to go. Thunderwolves in punt formation. Let's see if Chadron State has a punt block in their arsenal here. They've also got a nice little safety valve back there. When you got the best punt returner in the conference, perhaps, Paul hits a rugby-style kick. Kuda gets it away. Paul's going to get a chance. And he fumbles the football, and the Thunderwolves have it at the 35-yard line.
Cody Paul, you are the best. Maybe Daniel Wise give you a run for your money.
Exactly.
But that's a gift.
And Paul is hurt on the play. He tried to sell out to grab that ball, but when he lost it, he's down on the turf. He might have separated his shoulder here. Just the way he fell, and then a body kind of got on top of him.
Covered by the kicking team. First down.
It's like we have 2 injuries on the play. Paul is down. Maybe 3 guys down. Now one of them is up for Chadron State. And it's almost like one of the Chadron State players there, Joey Hopkins, was almost like he was saying a prayer, and then he got kind of upset with himself. I wonder if he was one of the ones that might have collided that time with Paul, and maybe that's why the injury happened here.
Right.
It's kind of a squirrely play. Paul is up, but the other Eagle is down on the turf. Paul is up. He's a little wobbly coming toward the sideline. Not sure who the player is that's still down on the turf for Chadron State. We'll see if we can get the glasses on it here. Figure it out. They've rolled him over. And he's about ready to come up. And we do know who it is now. Demetrius McFadden. Demetrius McFadden. He is up and he is okay. You know, I think what happened, I think he ended up colliding with Joey Hopkins.
Right.
As they were that scramble for the football. So Thunderwolves have it at the 36-yard line here. Chadron State now with just 1 timeout to go. Thunderwolves need a first down still to put it to bed. The big supermoon coming up on the horizon just emerged over the top of the far press box.
Yeah, it won't be long.
Here's Washington in motion to the right side. They're going to hand the ball right side to Michi. Cuts it back in, hurdles his way down to about the 31. Austin, you got to stay on the turf. He wants to go airborne too often. Gains 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 31-yard line. Down to 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
Get a little brisk out there.
There's been a little frost on the pumpkin this week, as they say.
Well,
what's left of them.
There's frost on my pumpkin because I have no hair.
Wise to the right, Washington to the right, kind of in the slot. Smith, the extra tight end on the left side of the formation. AJ up under center here on 2nd and 5. They give it to Michi up the middle. Nice cut. He's got the first down and more. He's down to the 20-yard line. Clock will stop temporarily here as they move the chains. Chadron State has the 1 timeout left. They elect not to take it here.
Not sure why.
Chain's a little slow to move here. They've already wound the clock. Thunderbolts come up to the line of scrimmage here. Can't quite go into victory formation, but they're close to it. AJ takes the snap, gives it right side. This is Dort on the carry. He's inside the 20 down to the 18. Chadron State still not taking that final timeout.
And we do know that Chris Graham supposedly is in the house. He's Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference Commissioner. He will present the RMAC banner, championship banner.
They will share the title with Mines and Mesa, who both won today. Mesa already won their share last week. Their game today was a non-conference game, but their win today is going to be a good statement for them to try to get into the playoff picture. Mines also with a big win today, 83-24. Here's the draw play to Dort up the middle, cuts across the 15, down to the 10, spins. He's got the first down, fumbles the football. It's into the end zone. Who's got it? No signal. Thunder will say it's a touchdown. No signal from the officials as of yet. Now it is. Touchdown, Thunderwolves.
Well, of course it is. Look at Alex Belkonis riding the pony down the sidelines.
I do not know who ended up falling on the football. It's a mass of humanity down there. We'll just have to wait for the official box to see who got credit for it. It might have been Michael Risson. They were kind of patting him on the head. Morgan Smith was anyway. Extra point try upcoming for the Thunderwolves. Ball's down. Kick is up. It's blocked. And it's handled in the end zone. They can run this back now. Across the goal line, across the 5. Hit hard from behind down at the 8-yard line. So the play is dead. The extra point, no good. 1:08 to go here in the fourth quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 27-14 on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
Well, right now they've credited the touchdown to Morgan Smith. Remember I told you I saw Morgan Smith and Michael Riston kind of congratulating each other. I thought it was the other way around, and maybe Smith was congratulating Riston, but instead it might have been Riston congratulating Smith. So Morgan Smith with the touchdown on the fumble recovery. Give the assist to Dort. So 1:08 to go here. Taylor to kick it off. Squib kick along the ground. Still along the ground. And it's picked up at the 17, back across the 20, 25, out of bounds. Well, still on his feet, but he had stepped out of bounds at the 28-yard line. On the return, it was Steve Allen. So Chadron State now with another possession here. If Dort hadn't fumbled the football, Thunderwolves would have gone into victory formation. But as it is, as wild as it seems, Chadron State's still in the ball game, even though they've given up the touchdown. They're down by 13. It's going to take the miracle of all miracles here. Vincent takes the snap, straight drop back. Here comes the blitz. He's flushed out of the pocket, gets the pass away, and he throws it straight into the turf. Incomplete. Trying to get it up here on the left side to Tavon Wright. So around to 56.9 seconds ago. Stay with us for our post-game show. Those of you listening on Fox Sports Pueblo, we'll have an interview with John Riston. Also have a rundown, all the numbers. We have highlights today of today's ball game. Also have a scoreboard show, scores from around the country. That's right here, Thunderwolves post-game show on Fox Sports Pueblo. Vincent takes the snap, straight drop back. Here comes pressure, gets the pass away. It's caught up on the left side and not going very far with it is Max Gray. In fact, he may even lose yardage on the play. He's going to lose 2 back to the 26-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down now and 12. As we've said all day, it's impossible to make a living against the Thunderwolves throwing these screen passes to the wide receivers. Thunderwolves are just too fast. Dixie State had a little success last week, but they were doing it by sending a running back in motion out into the flat. That way you had an extra blocker out on the edge, and they were having a little bit of success. Vincent straight drop back, has time, sets. Now it breaks down on him, gets the pass away, downfield, intercepted! Williams across the 50, 45-40. to the 35, and he goes down there at the 35-yard line. Darius Williams, the freshman of the year last year, seals the deal today for the Thunderwolves. Third pick of the day for the Thunderwolves. Fourth turnover today for Chadron State. The interceptions are one thing. The play that killed the Chadron State today was that fumble play off the screen pass to the left, and then he tried the lateral play off that. That's when they had the 1-point lead. Thunderbolts took full advantage. They go into victory formation. A.J. Thompson takes a knee, and he might have sprained his ankle of all things. He comes up a little gimpy as he went down to the turf. I think he's going to be all right. And that will do it. Chadron State does have one timeout, but they're not going to take it. The teams just kind of stare each other along the line of scrimmage. And now they do stop the clock for some reason. Maybe Chadron State, they just want to reset the play clock. They're going to wind the clock. It's all just a formality here. Now they wind it. Now the Thunder. We'll just resume the same position where the players staring at each other. And that will do it. The game is over. Thunderbolts win it. Hard-fought battle. They win a share of the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference title. Thunderbolts win it 27-14. Back with our post-game show. Those of you watching today along the Stretch Internet feed, we hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Those on Fox Sports Pueblo, stay tuned for the post-game show right here on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
And welcome back to the Thunderbowl. Thunderbolts win it 27-14. John Riston is on the field with Joe Cervi. Go ahead, Joe.
For the fifth time in 6 years, Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference champions. John, 0-2 start, and then it just got better and better every week.
Well, it's what can you say? We battled. It wasn't pretty. We found a way to win. Chadron played their ass off. We're very fortunate to have all that take place. And these kids kept battling, doing. They didn't give up at all, and I'm very proud of them.
So first half, Chadron came out and played like they were the ones playing for the championship. 2 quick scores. You made a change of quarterback. Things weren't going your way. It was just kind of one of those games.
It was just one of those things that you call it a game. The ebbs and flows of the game, and that's what happens.
But in the second half, your defense played like Csu-Pueblo defense, and you found enough offense to get it done.
Right. It was fun enough plays. AJ came in and made some plays, gave us a chance to do that. So,
not a bad season.
We'll take it.
All right, Jim, back upstairs.
All right, thanks, Joe. Thanks, head coach John Riston. You can tell John he's a little emotional right now. He likes what happened with his ball club winning this game today. He wanted it to be a lot more, but as he said, we'll take it. And the Thunderbolts now down on the field. They've were Johnny on the spot. They had some T-shirts already made with the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference Championship logo. Now John Riston gets doused with the Gatorade shower. He'll take it now. He hugs it out with a lot of his seniors down there on the field. So the Thunderbolts now will be presented with the RMAC trophy, and they do have it in their hands. They're down there cradling it, showing it for everybody. It may not have the luster of championships past, but hey, that's the way the RMAC wants it. They want shared titles. Thunderbolts will be glad to share it. So Thunderbolts with another RMAC championship, their fifth in the last 6 years. Well, we've got highlights from today's ball game. As producer and engineer Carl Lorenson has been compiling them all day. We might as well just go to those right now. You know what? I think we'll take a timeout first so we can get things settled down here. So the Thunderbolts win it 27-14. We'll come back after this timeout with highlights right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
And welcome back to the Thunderbolt. Thunderbolts win the ball game. 27-14 is the final. Pardon me while I reached down to the floor. I dropped my score sheet. So I was struggling a little bit there. But we're ready to go. Carl Lorenson has compiled our highlights. Let's get right to them. It was all Chadron State early on in this ballgame. Thunderbolts on their first possession. They went 3 and out. Chadron State took over at their own 49-yard line. It would take them 7 plays to go 51 yards. Finished off by this. Skied for it. He's a big inviting target, and Chadron State on the board, and they lead it 6-0 here. It was Jack Dobbins on the grab in the back of the end zone, the big tight end. The extra point was good, made it 7-0. Chadron State at that point. Chadron State would get the ball back a little bit later in the first quarter. They would move it smartly down into Thunderbolts territory. They got stuffed a couple of times on the 1-yard line, but the third time would be the charm. And again, they go up the middle. This time Jackson hurdles over the top. He's in for the touchdown. Jarek Jackson, the all-time leading ground carrier here in Pueblo high school history, the Pueblo West product. From 1 yard out, the extra point was good, made it 14-0 Chadron State at that point. Chadron State forced a turnover against the Thunderwolves. Pass interception by Rex Dowson. They had it in business. They were moving in Thunderwolves territory, poised to put up another score, but along came the defense. Here's a pass right side. Intercepted! It's a chance for a pick six up the left side. It will be a touchdown.
Go Jones.
Jones at the 10-5. Touchdown. Joseph Jones, he jumped the route, he read the pattern, picked it off at the 18-yard line and raced up the sideline for 82 yards. The extra point by Taylor was good, made it 14-7. Thunderwolves still down in the ball game at that point. They would then mount their most impressive drive of the first half under the direction of A.J. Thompson. They would go 74 yards in 10 plays, and the touchdown was a beauty. Thompson takes the snap, looks left, pumps, goes over the middle, caught by Clark, in the clear, touchdown! Clark on the post pattern. As Thompson pump faked, he wasn't open originally, he held it back and then delivered the strike, and Clark knifed between a couple of defenders, got it on into the end zone. The extra point was blocked, and that's the way we ended the first half, 14-13 at that point. Then the Thunderbolts get a key break as we went scoreless in the third quarter. We moved to the fourth quarter. Chadron State with the ball out around midfield after the Thunderbolts with a turnover. But Chadron State would run a screen pass to the left. The wide receiver then would try to lateral it to the back coming behind him. They fumbled the pitch. Thunderbolts recovered at the Chadron State 45-yard line. It would take them 7 plays to go the 45 yards. And again, it was that man, Clark. Straight drop back, fire right, and it's into the end zone. Looks like a touchdown, and it is to Larry Clark. Clark had to catch it on the ground and kind of roll over. He showed the official that he had it. Diving catch for the score. Thunderbolts then would go for 2. A.J. Thompson with a scintillating run. Looked like they had him sacked. He somehow got away, then sprinted to the left to the pylon, got in. The Thunderbolts led it 21-14. The Thunderbolts, that defense would stop Chadron State on a couple of occasions. Thunderbolts were basically in a mode where they just needed a first down to run out the clock. They handed the ball off to Fred Ledort, and mayhem ensued. Across the 15, down to the 10, spins, he's got the first down, fumbles the football, it's into the end zone. Who's got it? No signal from the officials as of yet. Now it is, touchdown Thunderbolts! And it would end up being Morgan Smith credited for the touchdown on the fumble recovery in the end zone. The extra point was blocked, but it didn't matter. The Thunderbolts win it 27-14. We thank Carl Lorenson for compiling those highlights throughout the afternoon. Thunderbolts win it. We'll come back with the final numbers right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
Welcome back to the Thunderbowl. Thunderbolts win it 27-14, and it's the last game of the year here for the Thunderwolves. And you see some of the players trying to get a look at a couple of the players just sitting right down there by Tundra, down on the field, soaking in their last moments. As Thunderwolves, looks like it's Daniel Wise is that's Larry Clark. Can't tell here. Anyway, they're just seated on the field, right at midfield, taking things in. One of them is a guy for the Thunderbolts. He only got to play about 3 games this year because he was ineligible to start. Plus, he was injured. That was Lloyd Mills, but he's down there. He's one of them, just seated right down there at about the midfield stripe. And the other is Larry Clark, who's seated right at midfield. Boy, it's like Joe said, boy, we barely got to know you, Larry Clark. But he had a great ball game today, 2 touchdowns for the Thunderbolts. I'll give you the final numbers from today's ball game. Thunderbolts end up with 15 first downs. Chadron State with 14. Thunderbolts 159 on the ground, 127 through the air. They end up with 286 yards total offense on 68 plays from scrimmage. Chadron with 113 on the ground. They're held to 89 yards passing, 202 yards total offense on 74 plays from scrimmage. Chadron State, they fumbled twice. They lost both of them. Thunderbolts fumbled twice, lost 1. Through the air today, Thunderbolts had 2 interceptions. Chadron State ends up with 3 interceptions. Time of possession, Chadron State 32 minutes and 1 second, 27 minutes, 59 seconds for the Thunderbolts. A lot of third downs in this game. Chadron State 5 of 18 on third down. Csu-Pueblo ends up 3 of 13 on third down. Chadron State was 1 of 1 on fourth down. Thunderbolts ended up 0 of 1 on fourth down. Chadron 2 of 2 in the red zone. Thunderbolts 2 of 2 in the red zone. A lot of penalties in today's ball game. Thunderbolts penalized 6 times for 81 times. Chadron State 13 times, 159 yards in penalties. They punted 10 times. Thunderbolts punted 8. Individual numbers. Michi ends up being the leading ball carrier of the game, 13 carries for 62 yards. Cardinal 9 for 56. Dort 8 for 31. Thompson 7 for 12. Also got to credit in a couple of sacks in that yardage. Cody Paul ends up with 6 carries for 45 yards. Coy 11 for 36. Jackson 9 for 22. Brown 3 for 9. Through the air, A.J. Thompson off the bench, 12 of 21. Did have the 1 pick. Did throw 2 touchdowns, though. 117 yards. Was sacked twice. Rex Dowson, before exiting, 1 of 9, had the 1 pick, 10 yards. Matt Vincent, 20 of 42, 3 interceptions, 89 yards, 1 touchdown. He was sacked once. Cody Paul, they still got him credited 0 for 1, but he should be not credited with that pass because there was a penalty on that play. That was the first play from scrimmage of the game. Receiving today, Larry Clark, 7 for 69, 2 touchdowns. O'Shea Washington, 2 for 23. Smith, 1 for 12. Cardinal, 1 for 8. Dobbins got 4 for 17, including the touchdown. Gray, 3 for 8. Hooper, 3 for 7. Jackson caught 3 balls, but only for 5 yards. Defensive numbers today, Singleton, 12 tackles to lead the way. Payer with 10. Merrill, 9. Jones with 7. Wood had 9. James, Crabtree, and Johnson with 8 apiece for Chadron State. Thunderbolts win it 27-14. Back with our scoreboard show right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
And welcome back to the Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts win the ball game 27-14. Let's give you the scores that we have. We'll give you the Division II scoreboard before we take a break. Then we'll wrap it up with the Division I scores as we move along here. First, I don't have all of them from the conference yet, so we'll get the rest of the RMAC in the next break as well. But here's what we do have. The ones that really matter today to the Thunderwolves. Mesa defeats Azusa Pacific 33-24, so they finish off their season in style. Mines with a huge win today in the Black Hills as they knock off Black Hills. 83-24 is the final there. We await to see what happens tomorrow in the selection show to see if one gets in, both get in, none get in. We'll just see what happens. You got to feel like one's going to get in with what transpired today. We'll have the rest of the RMAC scores in our next segment. Here's what else happened in Super Region 4 today. Grand Valley State, they defeated Wayne State 24-21. Eastern New Mexico pulls off the upset today. They go in to Midwestern State, Texas, and defeat them 30-28. Midwestern State was ranked 2 in the region. They're going to drop now. We'll just see how far. Southwest Baptist, they defeat Lincoln today 50-12. So that solidifies their position. They'll probably move up into the 2 spot. Tarleton State now takes on Texas A&M Commerce. That game will be later on tonight. Actually, just got underway, I believe, down there. So we may even have a partial score on that. We'll check that when we come back. Truman State took on McHenry today, and that's one I neglected to get at halftime. We do have a final now. McHenry bounces Truman State 41-14. The final there. That's good news for both Mines and Mesa. You got to feel like both of them are going to somehow get in now, and then we'll see what happens. Ashland might jump the shark, and they might actually get in there now as well. That's likely to leave one odd team out. We'll just see. Well, the selection show is going to be exciting tomorrow. Let's just say that. The rest of the scores, Ferris State, they win today. They're going to be in. They defeat Saginaw Valley today, 51-17. They'll move up. We mentioned Mesa's win. We mentioned Mines win. Ashland today, they may actually sneak in. You don't know. They may jump Mines or Mesa. We'll just have to see. You know that Truman State's going to probably drop out of the thing, but there's only room for 7. So that means somebody's heart's going to be broken tomorrow, even after winning their ball game today, thinking they might get in. And we'll just have to see what they decide. It will be interesting indeed. A lot of politicking will be going on into the wee hours tonight. And, of course, here CSU-Pueblo, the 10th-ranked team in the region. It won't matter now because everybody above them, for the most part, won, and they'll be left out. They defeat Chadron today, of course, 27-14. Here's the rest of Division II today. Northwest Missouri, the number 1 team in the country. They're going to try to defend their title as the playoffs start next week. They'll get a bye for sure. They win 44-3. Grand Valley, as we mentioned earlier, defeated Wayne State 24-21. Number 3, North Alabama over Mississippi College. Number 4, Shepherd, a winner today. Number 5, Sioux Falls wins. Number 6, Emporia State with a victory. Number 7, Texas A&M Commerce. They lead Tarleton State. We actually got that score. It's in the third quarter. They lead 20-10. Number 8, California, Pennsylvania, they win. Number 9, Harding, a win today. Number 10, Midwestern State loses to Eastern New Mexico. I'll get it straight. Number 11, IUP, they win. Number 12, Minnesota Duluth, they defeat St. Cloud. They'll be in the playoffs. Number 13, Central Missouri, they defeat Lindenwood 35-7. They're in. Number 14, LIU Post, they knock off number 21, Assumption, 43-24. Number 15, Azusa Pacific, they lose today. They are probably going to be out. We'll just have to see how that goes. They're in a different region. Number 16, Ferris State, they won. They'll be in. Number 17, Ash, borderline. We'll see. They defeat Ohio Dominican. That's a good win. Number 18, Tuskegee, they lose to Virginia State today. Number 19, Valdosta State, they play later tonight. Number 20, University of North Carolina, Pembroke, they come back and win 19-18. Number 22, Southwest Baptist, they're in our region. They win 50-12. They're into the playoffs. Number 23, Florida Tech, they defeat Delta State 42-16. We mentioned Mines victory 83-24 today over Black Hills. And closing out the top 25, number 25 Newberry defeats Wingate 27-22. We'll have the RMAC scores. We'll have scores from Big Boy football. That all comes your way next. Once again here, Thunderwolves win at 27-14 on Fox Sports Pueblo.
CSU-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
Welcome back to the Thunderbowl one final time. Thunderwolves win it 27-14. They win their 5th title in the last 6 years here in the RMAC. They share it with Mesa and Mines as we already start to look forward to next season. And it'll be a great opener when Mines will be here at the Thunderbowl. Forward to that one, huh? Already. We can dream about it. Let's give you the scores from around the country today. Number 1, Alabama, all over Mississippi State, 51-3, the final there. Let's give you the ones that are final first that we can find here. Of course, we had some action last night in the top 25. Number 21, Western Michigan defeated Kent State 37-21. Number 15, Utah, they defeat Arizona State 49-26. Number 17, North Carolina, upset by Duke 28-27. And number 18, Florida State defeated Boston College 45-7. Let's take a look at what's happening right now. We got some games coming right down to the wire. Wild one down in Stillwater. Minute 22 to go there. Oklahoma State probably can go into victory formation, it looks like right now. They lead at 45-44 as they're trying to survive a late run by Texas Tech. They scored 9 in the fourth quarter, but it looks like it's not going to be enough. Number 2, Clemson. 3:53 to go in that ball game. Clemson with the ball clinging to a 42-40 lead. 3:53 to go in the fourth quarter of that one. Just underway, first quarter score, Wake Forest with an early field goal as they lead Louisville 3-0, but I'm going to predict that one end up about 42-3 before it's over. Arkansas and LSU just underway. They've just started that ball game. Just underway in Hawaii on the island. And Boise State already, though, with an early touchdown as they lead at 7-0. 12:40 to go in the first quarter there. Here are some more finals for you. Alabama over Mississippi State. We mentioned that one, 51-3. It has gone final. West Virginia defeats Texas 24-20. Big game today. Penn State defeats Indiana 45-31. Number 11 Oklahoma defeats Baylor 45-24. Number 7 Wisconsin defeats Illinois 48-3. Number 9 Auburn loses today at Georgia 13-7. That takes a little bit of the luster off that Iron Bowl game later on against Alabama. Maybe they were looking forward to that one. Number 5 Ohio State all over Maryland 62-3 the final there. Number 14 Virginia Tech upset by Georgia Tech 30-20. Big game tonight. USC takes on Washington. That will be the game on Fox. Texas A&M will take on Ole Miss. That'll be on ESPN2, I believe. Nebraska will take on Minnesota. Iowa and Michigan, that's the big ABC game tonight. Colorado and Arizona, I don't know what channel. Maybe Pac-12 Mountain, perhaps that one will be on. Try to find that. We'll see you playing Arizona tonight. The Buffs ranked 12 in the country. I think that's a bit generous, but we'll see. Number 23, Washington State, they will take on Cal. That should be a wild shootout. Over-under on that one, 79. Buckle your seatbelts. Number 18, Florida State, we mentioned that when they played last night. They defeated Boston College 45-7. So that is it. We got one other score of note from around the state. Northern Colorado, they've quietly put together a pretty good year this year as they're going to finish with a winning record. And that's saying something considering where they've been the last 3 years. But they defeat North Dakota today 28-25. Colorado State and Air Force, they'll be in action later tonight. 8:15 kickoff. Ought to be a nice warm one. Nice and cozy up at the Air Force Academy tonight. There are your final scores from around college football as well as your partial scores. High school game of note today. South, they lose. Their season is over as Pine Creek looking to defend their title. They defeat, well, they're not defending. I think they lost in the, they lose in the finals last year? Pine Creek? Anyway, Windsor won it last year. So Pine Creek, not the defending champion, but they're going to go a long way towards deciding. It looks like they're into the round of 8. South season comes to an end, but we congratulate Ryan Goddard and his team for a fine season. Pueblo West lost last night. East won, and East now will take on Holy Family. This to be decided when they'll play. It'll either be Friday or Saturday. Joe and I, of course, rooting for a Saturday afternoon at 1. That means we'll get to work all weekend long. If not, we got to decide what we're going to do on Friday night as Thunderbolts basketball takes over, and we'll just see where we decide to go. Speaking of Thunderbolts broadcast, this is our final broadcast on AM 1350 Fox Sports Pueblo as our contract is up. We will not be doing basketball here on this station, so remains to be seen what happens next fall, but as of right now, we think this is the last time we'll be on Fox Sports Pueblo with Thunderbolts football. It's been a great run. We thank Nick Donovan, the entire staff, Eric Teep, the main engineer, helping us all throughout the year, and of course Carl Lorenson, along with Caitlin Norton. Carl Lorenson was our producer and engineer today. It's not our final broadcast of Thunderbolts football per se, though, because we have the John Riston Show. That'll be the final order of business as we have that coming your way, the final show of the year on Wednesday night. It'll be at 6 o'clock, 6 to 7 from Andy Max. Joe will join me there, and we'll have the coach John Riston. It'll be a celebration of this season and as well as a look forward to next season with this fine group of Thunderbolts returnees. Plus, we'll celebrate this senior class of 18 that played their final game today here at the Thunderbowl for Csu-Pueblo. Special people to thank, of course, Alex Tambrecht is the sports information guy up there at Chadron State. We always thank him. We look forward to seeing him this basketball season along down the line. Dax Larson is the assistant athletic director in charge of media relations here at CSU Pueblo. Sean Pooley is his assistant. Joe Folda, of course, the athletic director. And we thank John Riston and his entire staff for CSU Pueblo, the football squad. My partner, as he's been now for the last 17 years, is one Joe Cervi. We look forward to his articles tomorrow, his column and his notes article, and the main story about Thunderwolves football, and then keep track of Thunderwolves athletics all season long. Pueblo Chieftain, they do a great job. Carl Lorenson, as I mentioned, has been our producer and engineer today of Thunderwolves football. My name is Jim Brooks, reminding you one final time this year from the Thunderbowl. Thunderwolves win it 27-14. They share the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference title. So we talk to you Wednesday night from Andy Max. This is Jim Brooks bidding you good night from the Thunderbowl.
This has been CSU Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350. Catch all the action all season long right here on the home for all things CSU Pueblo Thunderwolves athletics. Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.